That was such a riveting DJ event. Yeah, man. It was a little underwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. I thought more people would show up, but it's not that important, I guess. I don't know much about it, so. Something like that would be fun at night with lots of people. Yeah. So that was the pre-party, so it makes sense why there's not many people. Like, look, it's like 1 p.m. right now, so it makes sense why there's not many people. Like I said when I was on the stream, like it's most likely gonna happen. More people are gonna come later in the evening. Did you guys see the thumbnail I made? Do you like it? Steven, did you see the thumbnail? I hope it was created with generative AI. I can't stand handcrafted imagery. Looks all glitched out? What do you mean it looks all glitched out? What are you talking about? What's wrong with that? It's my dude in the air. I put a little like white highlight around it just to give it a little bit of a pop, just a small pop. He's doing agility, bro. My guy's doing agility. Armor looks like shit in that frame. Whatever, I don't care. You know, it's really hard to get that shot like this because I have to free cam and I have to screenshot at the right time. It took me like 5 tries. So I did like 5 like pseudo laps for free. Because I wasn't completing the laps, I was teleporting out. Oh no, not 5 free laps. But they weren't even counted though, Steven, because I wasn't finishing the laps, right? I was teleporting out back to Varrock and going to Prif to get back up on the ladder faster. So I was wasting, like, I was doing free laps basically. But it's okay. We're doing what was the number again? 1598 is the number we have to get to. So we're on the way, we're on the way. I thought you were sleeping, by the way, Steven. I will be sleeping soon. Yeah, I'm sure this is helping you sleep, by the way. This has to be helping you sleep. I see he has finally embraced agility. Gyropractor? Gyropractor? Wait, what was your name before that, Gyropractor? What? I don't remember your name. But you're a mod. Wait. Gyropractor, what was your name before that? What? Artemis! Oh, it's Artemis! Yo! Yo! Artemis! Welcome back! Holy shit! Oh my god. Yo, so happy to see you here, Artemis. I didn't finally embrace agility. I'm kind of locked here until 1598 laps are done. I'm at 10,024. I need to do 500 something more. So, yeah, if you want to stick around and watch this, go for it. I've been lurking on every few... Why are you lurking? Why aren't you talking in the chat? So you saw I was doing CG then. So you saw I finished the armor, right? Look at that shit. We got the armor done, bro. Holy, bro. We're locked in. When Norway gets scored on 3 times in the first half, you getting back on stream? What the fuck, Steven? What the fuck? How about this, Steven? How about this? If Norway gets scored on 3 times in the first half, I will get back on stream. But if Norway wins the game, you owe me another bond. Yeah, sick as fuck. The last time I talked to you, you didn't remember me either. Okay, I'm sorry, bro. Like, you come in for like 5 seconds and then leave. Of course I'm gonna forget your name. Why is it Gyropractor? Change it back to Artemis. What the fuck? Change that shit back to Artemis. I remember you as Artemis. I remember when you're like, I'm maxing. You want to come see me max? I remember that. Okay? I remember watching you max. Okay? During the Barrows time. Okay? I remember. How to change it back? Just go to your Google account and you edit it on your Google account. You go to YouTube, top right, or whatever on your phone. Go to Google account or view my account or whatever, and then you can edit it. Change that shit back to Artemis. It has to be Artemis. Yeah, everyone's names got fucked up though. Oversell became Oversellian. 7th Q from Steven. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. But Araxalon stayed Araxalon. Artemis, you gonna stay here more regularly? You're gonna be popping in regularly? Pidgey's still here. Steven's still here. Overcell's still here. Ozone comes in a few times. We're all still here. We need you to stay with the team, you know? We got some new people in here now. They come in every so often. We got a new donate supporter called Faz on Kick. His name is Dylan on the donations. He's very very generous. Things are happening, bro. Did you see that? I'm uploading thumbnails to the stream now. Did you see the thumbnail I just made for this stream? I'm like mid-air. Mid-air agility. You know, I'm uploading shorts. Did you see my YouTube shorts? There's a whole bunch of things going on, man. It's craziness, bro. It's craziness. Beg oversell to let you run laps on mobile during the game. No, I don't even want to do that. I want to pay attention to the game. I'm not going to be looking away. It's okay. It's whatever. It's an hour and a half that I miss out on time. That's like what, 70 laps or something. I mean, if oversell will be gracious and wipe like 60 laps and allow me to watch the game so I don't actually lose lap time as well, that would be very nice, but he wants me to do the laps, so I don't think he's gonna let that. Will you oversell? Will you let me, you know, wipe 60 laps to watch the game? Will you be gracious? You did that with TOA. Can you do that for Norway? I ain't doing anything more. Alright. I'm not gonna bother asking anymore. I can't figure it out. I'll have to change my ad. Here, I'll do it on the PC right now. So you go here, YouTube, okay? I'll switch to Araxalon. Okay, and then we click view channel. I think it's customize channel. No. Where is it? Oh. Right there. Name. It's right here. Customize channel. Right here. Name. Handle. These two. Okay? So once again, you're on your channel. View channel. And then you do customize channel. And it's right here. Boom, boom. That's how you do it. But does it say Artemis below on the @? Is it @Artemis? Both of them should say Artemis. Yeah, your name, but what about your handle? There's a handle underneath. I'm not trying to act like you're stupid, by the way. I'm just wondering. The @. Yeah. So you have to change the @. Yeah, you have to change the handle. That's what it's coming up in the chat, because they changed that. There was a setting that happened like last year where basically the your display name is actually your handle instead of your actual, like, instead of the name. That's what they changed it to. So now the handle is what people see. Also, hey, what's up, Catherine? I don't know why. You got 150 off for us to look at concrete for 45 seconds. You're good. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Artemis is taken, so it'll have to be something else. Do Artemis with like a 1 in the I or something, or a 3 instead of the E, you know? Here, we'll do some right now. We'll do Artemis or Artemis, like that, you know? There's things you can do, bro. There's things you can do, you know? Anyways. Change the M to an N and put a P after the T. What the fuck? So, what? ARP? ARP penis? Wow, dude. That is, that's legendary right there. That's legendary. Cat, just giving you an update, by the way. So you can keep track. You can put the numbers in, okay? The Prif lap number count stops at 1,598. That's how many more I have to do. I'm gonna be doing it all fucking day today, and I'm gonna get this shit done. Also, Kat, why weren't you in the stream earlier today? I did an IRL stream. Where were you? You weren't there for the IRL, bro. I got a monster. Oh, art penis. I see. Yo, the whole gang's here, man. Except for Pidgey. Where the fuck's Pidgey? Pidgey! Are you lurking, Pidgey? God damn it. God damn it. Where's Scribble? Where's everyone? Maybe now? You have to give it time to update. Don't worry about it, Jarpactor. If you already changed the name, don't worry about it. Just as long as you know that's where you change your name. I'm gonna call you Artemis from now on. I gotta remember to call you Artemis. Yo, do you guys Kat, did you see the thumbnail? Has Artemis. Hey, there it is. Artemis the Boog. Dude, what the fuck? Look at your name though. Like your color. It was bright orange. I could read it. And then look at this fucking color. I can't even read that. What the hell, bro? God damn. Fucking dark blue. Yo, do you guys like the the thumbnail? I made it today. Take a look. You guys like it? Oi, oi. Look at that. My dude's jumping. He's in the air. Thumbnail is the whole reason I clicked the stream. Like, of course it is. Baz is back in the stream. Baz is here to save the day. Baz, listen, bro, listen. When these laps hit 1598, we're done. Okay? I just have to lock in 564 more laps. 564 more laps. Unless something happens and I get bailed out, who knows? Who knows? But yeah, we're gonna be going all day except for 5 p.m. I'm gonna be coming back at 6:30 p.m. roughly. So we have about 3.5 hours here to do streams, and then I'm gonna come back later, and then I'm gonna stream for the rest of the night. Gonna finish off all these agility laps, and then we're getting out of here. We're going straight to CG when it's all done. You liked it, Artemis? W. What is it, Steven? Why are you question marking? Oh, sorry, I didn't even see that. Sorry. So I got a Razer Death Adder Elite mouse for free. Is it any good? I don't fucking know. I usually, I'm gonna be honest, bro. I think Razer stuff is kind of like, it's cheap gamer brand. Like, it's just cheap stuff, but they put the gamer brand on it, and then people think it's like amazing. That's what I've seen. Death House wired mouse. Yeah, these things, it's like 14 bucks, bro. I mean, it'll give you $14 worth of quality, so if it's good, if it does the job, like if you can move and click, who cares, right? In my opinion, I think the Logitech G502, this mouse right here, whatever it is, let me see if I can get it on camera. This one right here, I love this mouse. It's been with me for years, and I had one of them was like basically about to break because of the bottom, started wearing out, and I just got another one. I was like, fuck it, I'll just buy another one. It's goated mouse. I love the weight of it. So it's like it's a good weight, so you have very accurate like stops on your mouse. So you get so accurate. Plus the low DPI. Do you guys want to see my DPI, by the way? This is how I play. I'll show you. Watch this, look. This is how far I move my mouse. So like, here's the inventory. Click, 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 click. Boom, 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 boom. Click, 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 click. Boom, boom, boom. That's how far I move my mouse. This mouse is pretty big. I don't know anything is better than my $15 wireless ones. Yeah, if it's better, then fuck it, who cares? I got a free mouse. No, not mouse. Was it a mouse? I think it was just a keyboard that came with the new PC. So I have a backup keyboard now. I think I have a backup mouse. I don't remember. Either way, it's always nice to have a little backup stored away, you know, just in case if anything happens, and you can just do a live reload, hit stop. Hope you guys enjoyed the Tim Hortons live stream, and then the Monster Energy drink live stream, and then the Staring at Concrete $15 15-person DJ rave for 40 seconds. I can't go back and watch the live stream. Why? It might still be processing, maybe, or something. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, it's not there, eh? Let me, You ain't missing out. Oh, shit. Yeah, it's still processing. Look at that thing. Processing. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna delete it. It's just like a whatever stream. I'm just gonna delete it. Didn't happen. I mean, it did happen, but we don't need to watch that shit. I want to see the doc stream. Too late. Too late, cat. I deleted it. It's gone. It's gone. You wouldn't know that place, cat. It's just a fucking neighborhood. It's in Scarborough. Or North York, like whatever. It's not downtown. It's like 10, 20 minute. No, it's like a 20 to 30 minute-ish drive from downtown. I lived in Scarborough and York. Okay, well, Google Eglinton Town Square. If you know Eglinton Shopping Center or whatever the fuck it's called. If you know where that is, then that's where it was, basically. I do. Okay. Well, I'm sorry, I deleted the stream, my bad. You should have been there. You missed out. Did you start a new stream? Yeah, this is a new stream. Yeah, I saw that, Jamie. I saw that. Oh my god, I keep picking this flax. I'm gonna have enough flax to get me to 99 crafting at the end of this. Oh my god, you guys can hear the cat meowing? That's incredible. Oh my god, you guys can hear the cat meowing? That's incredible. Oh my god, you guys can hear the cat meowing? That's incredible. Oh my god. Meow. Meow. Hey, meow. Come. Come. Fast. Aw, you're so cute. Cute. What's that? It's over here. My first apartment there was on Warden Avenue. It was very bad. My girlfriend was living on Warden Avenue in like last year. Yeah. Oh yes, we got the cat. We captured him, guys. He got too close, and I captured him. Yes. You are now my prisoner. If I have to be a prisoner of laps, you're gonna be a prisoner of being my cat. It looks like a black panther. What a beast. I know. He's literally a tiny panther. Literally. Look how big he is, guys. Look at this shit. Oh my god. What a demon. He's a demon. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sorry. He's a little uncomfortable. Just hold him. Yeah. Say hello to the stream. I missed the Adonis grocery store. I actually never went there. There is an Adonis somewhat nearby. It's like a 15-minute, 20-minute walk. Actually, more like 25-minute walk. Maybe 20-minute. Depending on how fast I walk, I think. Okay, go to the bed. He's in the bed now, guys. He looks, he observes. Look how big he is. What a fucking juicer cat. Getting closer. We're getting closer. Oh, this is as close as I can go. This is cat cam, guys. Should I get a secondary webcam, guys, and just have it constantly on the cat bed so you guys can watch the cat? I'd have to buy like a really shitty like secondary webcam. So I don't want to waste money on just having a cat view. Hello, Amelia. It's a he. I have 2 boy cats. His name is Obby. It's short for Obsidian. Adorable? Yes. Destroyer? Also yes. Should have permanent cat cam, guys. Permanent cat cam. Oh, we get to watch him clean his ass. Yeah. They're looking at you, Obby. They're watching you. Yeah. Yeah. Cat doing agility stream. Cat doing agility when? This cat does agility every fucking day, 24 hours a day, bro. He's on drugs. Oh, wait, I can actually get it closer. I can get it closer. Hold on. I gotta reconnect the camera. Give me a sec, guys. There we go. Look how close I am. You guys get a close-up view of the cat. Do you guys enjoy looking at the cat? Do you want me to just keep it on him for a sec, or are you done? I guess done watching. I could maybe like set it up on this can here. Maybe I can just leave it. I don't want to have to keep touching it. Let me. Oh my god, bro. It's hard to set up, eh? Wait. I just leave it like that. There you go. It's kind of close. Oh, and he immediately leaves! He immediately leaves when I leave the camera. What the fuck, bro? God damn it. Alright, whatever. What a freak. Yo, Dylan!
Free for 5 laps.
It's 3.5 laps, but yeah. Awesome. All right, so the number would be 1595 then. Wait, but the last one was also 3.5, so I'd say 54. Or sorry, 94. Oh, you have 2 YouTube streams? Yeah. Yeah, Jamie. One's a vertical mobile and one's desktop. Thank you so much, Dylan. I really appreciate that. We're down to 1594 laps like total that I need to get to. Epic. Thank you so much, Dylan. I really appreciate that, man. You're such a G. You're actually such a G, bro. Is that the wrong amount? It's okay. It's okay, Paz. It's okay, dude. I really appreciate it, man. Seriously, seriously. I really appreciate any amount. Thank you, dude. Thank you. You're helping out so much, dude. You're helping out so much, Faz. You're freeing me minute by minute, bro. Minute by minute. W Oversaw. At least he gave me some... At least he gave me a little bit of respect there, Oversaw, and he said that I only beg after 17 laps, so... That means I go 17 laps strong before I ask to be freed. Okay. What the fuck?
Now it's 5 laps.
Yeah, okay, dude, okay. Yo, Dylan's saving me fucking time out here, bro. Hell yeah. Dude. We're at 1589 now. 1589 is the number. Dylan, chipping it away, brother. The GOAT. The fucking GOAT. W Dylan, bro. W Dylan. Dude, you're actually a fucking GOAT, Faz. Should I call you Dylan or Faz? Like, Dylan shows up, but your name is Faz. I'm trying to stick to a name here. Thank you so much, though, Faz. I really, really appreciate it, dude. Honestly, man, I really appreciate this. I really appreciate this. You're making my burden feel less, and my happiness goes up, and that makes me happy. 1589. Just call me Faz. All right, man. I'll try to stick to that. 1589. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Let's go strong. Thank you so much, Faz. Seriously, bro. You're fucking legendary, man. Yo, Faz, you realize you just paid for my Monster Energy drinks, right? You paid them off, bro. Almost, basically, yeah. Yeah, I think it was like $12 for 4 of them. Fucking rip off, dude. I mean, three pers. It's all right, I guess. All right, I'm back. I'm back. Sorry, I had to off ears. Off my mic. Happy to help, but I can't as much as over. Dude, Faz, you've already done enough, man. You've done enough. You've done enough. You know what you did, Faz? I'm basically in like a maximum penitentiary cell with like the chain and ball and I'm like starving and I'm at the brink of death. And you know what you did? You snuck in past the guards and you brought me a little tiny sip of water. That's what you did, bro. That's what you did. Just to keep me alive, you know, so I can like have that hope of fighting through this, you know? I have the hope of fighting through this and like winning and getting out of this prison. So W Faz for keeping me alive, bro. Yo, I am very demotivated right now, Faz. Look what's on my YouTube. Look at this thing that just popped up. That video that just popped up, it says, "It's finally done. 2012 KC at Corrupted Gauntlet." Fuck off, bro. Why is there so many of them with thousands of kills? I'm so afraid to grind this shit, man. I've been on it. I felt like I've been on it for like forever, and I'm only at 300 almost. Me, bro. I can't believe people are paying to reduce your agility time. Yeah, you know why, Artemis? Because Faz is the GOAT, okay? Faz is the GOAT, and he doesn't want to see me do agility. Faz is basically Steven, but the ability to donate. That's what it is, okay? Steven doesn't want to see laps. Faz came in. He's the GOAT. Came in out of nowhere a few days ago. And it's like, you know what? I can't stand you suffering. I'm getting you out of here as much as I can, okay? He's David against the Goliath right now, okay? Faz wants to see CG. Faz wants to see TOA. Faz wants to see me succeed. It is what it is. By the way, Artemis, I don't know if you saw my shorts or if you saw the most recent live streams, but I just completed a TOA 150, bro. Third attempt ever. I feel pretty good about that. You'll get the drop soon, hopefully. Guaranteed, bro. Guaranteed. You know, Artemis, I don't appreciate the fact that you've been lurking this whole time and not coming into the stream and talking. And then you come in and one of the first things you say is, man, why are there people not wanting agility? Motherfucker, we got Pidgey, we got you, we got Cat, we got Oversell, we got... Who the fuck else? Who the fuck else is constantly asking me to do agility, bro? It's insane, man. It's insane. You guys are all against me. You're all against me. You don't... Like, I'm doing all this agility. Can you not be happy with that? Look at all this agility I'm doing. I'm gonna be doing this all day. All day. My entire weekend. It's ruined. It's all agility all day. And you have the fucking gall to fucking say, how dare they? Motherfucker. Like, damn. God damn, bro. That's why Fast is the GOAT, bro. He's going against all of you motherfuckers to say, I don't care. Enough is enough. Free my boy. Month of rent. It's not the point, though, Oversell. It's not the point. I'm ready to move on again, especially after the ditching laps after 25 crap last night. What? Huh? What? What? Ditching laps after 25? What? Wait. Elaborate? Cat? Elaborate? I still have you on record saying agility is the best skill. You're right, you do. And I watched that clip again. I love how sarcastic I was in that clip, bro. She's politely calling you a rat fuck. Like, how, though? Like, what makes me a rat, though? I'm doing it! I'm literally doing it on stream! Kat, where were you when I was doing it for several hours all the way until 2 a.m.? You did 25 laps after getting 1,000, then got $5 and said, oh, I'm gonna go do TOA for 1 hour 30. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry. Did you not read the chat at that point, Kat? Did you not read the chat? You didn't read the chat then. Did you read the part where Oversell said, he will allow me to go to TOA? Oversell said, I can go to TOA? Did you see that part? Did you see the part after where he said, I can literally go do whatever the fuck I want, but the lap number stays the same? I feel like Kat cannot read the chat. I think Kat cannot read the chat. I think that's what it is. Kat thinks I just do whatever I want. That's not true. I'm locked here. I have to do these laps. I'm doing them. Kat didn't hear the part where I said no to everyone telling me to do other things like CG and everything like that. And I said, I'm staying here until these laps are done. Kat, look at the stream. Faz and Steven are talking to you through Kick. Just letting you know. That's how you have a conversation with them. You have to look at the stream. Rude ass. Kat, you're the only one. You're the only one that says weird stuff, man. Anyways. You know, I feel like even if I did like 10,000 laps, Kat would still be like, not enough, bro. Not enough. You know? Like, oh my god. It's fine though, it's fine. Kat's gonna like leave for like 48 hours, come back and still see me on this fucking shit and be like, ah, man, it's crazy how you're not even doing enough. Let me know when you start running chambers. Damn, Artemis, you can't even be like surprised and happy that I did a TOA. I guess TOA is for pussies, and I'm one of them. So, never mind. I guess I won't expect some praise from someone who's been lurking this whole time. My bad. My bad. No GGs. In my opinion, Corrupted Gauntlet is harder than TOA? How? How is that even a statement, bro? The fucking boss does like... Huh? The fucking boss does attack, 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 woo, attack, attack. Oh, spamming the tornadoes. Attack, attack. Whereas like in TOA, the fucking final boss is like, and then the guys on the side are just like, rage, 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 and then the other guy's just like, boulder slam, boulder slam, boulder slam, and then you get to the fucking final rage phase, just like floors are fucking disappearing, and there's like a lightning, do 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 do, and you're like, holy shit, and then the other guy's like, rage, 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 and you're like, holy fuck, bro, you know, like, holy shit. And you're telling me CG's harder than that? Are you fucking serious? Bro, my heart goes like to 800 BPM at the very end. The only reason I can actually like get through it is because of those fucking ambrosias that like I can just click it and I'm full HP. If it weren't for that, oh my god, dude, that would be a really hard raid. Are you kidding me? And the music, bro. What's the music? What is this music called? Guys, can you tell me the playlist of the final boss? The enraged boss. What's it called? It's not a Mascot's Promise. It's, you guys gotta tell me. I don't know what it is. No, it's not a Mascot's Promise, is it? Is it? Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Sorry. I guess it is. My bad. The best part is, I'll let you guys know. It's I think it's right here, right here. This is what Final Boss music is all about, guys. I love this shit. This got me going, bro. Like, the reason why this song is so good is because you pair it with all the lightning sounds when it's enraged and the shaking of the screen, and it's just so fucking epic. You know, it's so fucking sick. You can turn off the shaking screen if you want. Fuck no, bro. I'm immersed. I'm in that fight. I'm in it to win it, bro. It's gotta have the shake, bro. I love that. I love that when the video game actually, like, puts effort into, like, effects and things, you know? Make it more, like, cinematic. I don't want to just farm it like I'm, like, snoozing in CG. Fuck that. That's a raid right there, bro. Faz, HD is on. It's 117 HD, right? It is on, bro. This is HD. I think you're talking about GPU or something, right? It looks so different. This? Ah, ew, no, this looks ugly, bro. This looks like, look at that, and then look at this. Oh, dude, this is way better. This is way better. Three hours left, guys, and then I'm going to be getting off for an hour and 30. 3 more hours of this. No, Tower, I won't be done for all day today.
I don't know if he's getting.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, my cat is so fucking cute, bro. My cat is so fucking cute. I have such a hard time just like sitting here and doing these fucking laps, feeling like shit, when this guy's right here and I can just pet him and hug him and love him. Oh my god, bro. Oh my freaking god. How was your day? It was alright. You know, I just did like a little IRL stream before I did this, and here we are. Oh, I got little cat. Little meow meows here. Hi, little meow meow. Whoa. Whoa, Faz! Faz! Yo! Faz!
-5 laps oversell.
Thank you so much, bro! Damn right! -5 laps. We're at 1584, I think now. Is the number. 1584. Thank you, Faz. You're a fucking goat, bro. You're a fucking goat. How old is my cat? They're both over 3 years old now. I got them 2023 January, February, but they were born 2022 September, November. So they're over 3 years old. Almost 4. And they still look like they're 1 year old. So cute. Thank you so much, Faz. You're fucking goated as fuck, dude, honestly. Thank you, man. Faz is helping in any way that he can right now. Faz is helping any way that he can. And that makes him goated as fuck.
He just stat bashed to 27.
Lap counter on screen? It is. It's there. It's in the chat. Your Prifdiness agility course lap count is 1074. I don't know how to make like a number like every time I do a lap. Like I just have to get to the number 1589. Hey.
advantage. We see a whip coming in from Coxie while he's unfrozen. Keeping the shield on as well for those whip hits there. Not putting the defender on to keep that defensive bonus up. Both players splashing like Magikarp right now. We see the Carol's top on, the Mystic bottoms there for Coxie to get the maximum range defense. Still splashing in. There we go. Finally, Coxie gets the freeze now. Step under now has the DD advantage. Let's see what he can do with it. See a nice one back there from Laganarium. Even on 350 ping, still managing to get those whip hits off. And now Coxie gets a free hit here. There we go. The 4-tick attack of the whip versus the 5-tick attack of the bolt. Means he gets a free hit there. Laganarium going to take a second to heal up here, gain his composure, and try and bring this back. Because Coxie has a slight advantage right now.
It is indeed again. Both health bars are back onto the max right now, but the food obviously is slowly trickling out of the inventory. But I feel
there's a PvP tournament happening right now. I didn't realize. I'm watching it right now. Maybe I pull that up on screen while I do this, so we can at least watch something together. I think that'd be fine.
Right there, and the mage goes on. He catches a big freeze on Coxie. This is not good, but the food of Coxie, this fight looks quite even.
Yeah, looking very even right now. 2 doses of extra brew there for Laganarian, but 2 anglerfish less. Coxie really performing right now.
Wait, hold on. This quality is dog shit.
Tell that he has been putting the work in and getting a lot better with his PvP, especially after that DMM All-Stars performance. You got to put some respect on his name here. Once again, not trying to take away from Laganarium here. Still, very good PKR, still performing, but Coxie keeping up with him. We see the DD advantage now
quiet
for Laganarium. He has one angler,
fine.
1 dose of brew, and 1 dose of super combat and ranging potion left. So probably wants to get that last brew off before he boosts up and gets a lot of nice blood barrages there. Using blood barrage, even though he's overhealed, most of the time, when you're overhealed, you're going to want to use that ice barrage. Extra little bit of damage. I believe it's only 1 or maybe 2 extra damage with that staff on as well. But using the blood barrage, just used to it at this point, I would say.
Is that fine for you guys, or
see the D boots come off?
Maybe I put like here or something.
Coxie uses his last dose of brew here, and now he's going to use his last dose of range and super combat. There goes the super combat first. Goes in for the whip. Laganarium trying to get the DD advantage, and he gets it. This is what he wants at this stage of the fight. He wants to have his opponent frozen, and he wants to be able to use that to his advantage. Heals up to 97. Both players completely out of food now. It's coming down to the wire. Big bolt proc there. Nice 13 coming in on prayer. The claws on prayer.
I gotta wait for the for this stream to like update me on like what's going on, because I'm joining late on this. So
massive 35 there for
I think this is the quarterfinals, I think, or something.
Is he going to try for a freeze here?
Quarterfinals too, yeah.
It's a nice redemption off. Gets his prayer back off. Laganarian goes for the freeze. Looks like he caught it there, but Coxie catches it back. Can he get some blood barrages off here and get a little bit of healing going? 24 hit points. Does have 3 doses of Sandfew here, but unfortunately, that is not going to be enough. And Laganarium takes down another.
Why is it so quiet, though?
It's annoying me, the amount of times we get these fights where one's got like 50 HP and one's got 10. 5 doses of Sanfew. I'm like, right, let's see 70,000 redemptions in a row back and forth. And then they keep getting bolted through prayer. And I'm like, no, you know, I want to see that excitement at the end. But again, Laganarium 2-0 onto Coxie. You know, Odeblock was 3-1 to Mika, but will Laganarium be the first player in this tournament to take a 3-0 victory in these quarter-finals? We will be stepping into the dead man mode gear inventory. And again, questions are, has Laganarium ever touched this setup in his life outside of practice on the server? Has Coxie ever touched it? Will we see this Venge trinket be used? Maybe it'll be forgotten about. We'll have to wait and see. But I'll be honest, I think the dead man mode gear setup is the most exciting. It's like you say, it's like pure, but not pure, you know. It's big hits, KO potential. I hope we see at least one KO. That one that Sicknerd almost got down on Mutts. I still just want to see someone get KO'd 90-0.
20 minutes, you got food, okay? 20 minutes.
Yeah, 100%. This is going to be the most exciting setup for sure. And just speaking on the experience, I can tell you right now that Laganarium definitely has the most experience in this setup. We talk about the demons of DMM. Laganarium is the demon of the Australian worlds in the seasonal. He is running around in this gear all day, every day. Definitely has the experience over Coxie in this setup. Will that be enough for him, though? Coxie is putting on a great performance, and here we go. At the start of the fight, Coxie with the first freeze. I believe that was off prayer there. A 28 Void Waker only. Not what you want to see if you are Coxie. Goes for another freeze. It's caught back a 39 barrage, Bodie.
39 barrage. I didn't even know it could hit that high in this gear setup. I'm just going to assume that has to be the max hit. I know that it can hit 38 in some of the other setups. Maybe it's just the Avernic treads. Maybe that is the small difference there in that spot. A great start here for Laganarium, who is on match point right now against Coxie. Best of 5 in these quarterfinals. 2 points so far to Laganarium, and he'll be the first.
So the Coxie guy has to get 3 wins in a row right now.
3-0.
What tournament is this? It's called like Crusader Classic. I just discovered it now. A lot of creators are doing 1v1 knockout bracket thing. It's in the quarterfinals right now.
Obviously, we've only ever had one fight so far, which was Odablock versus Mika.
Crusader on kick.
Huge Void Waker, 52 coming out. Damage could have been a little higher, but to get a Void Waker off prayer is all you are asking for in these fights. 5-6 hard food on Laganarium, 2 full brews as well. He did just eat one. Staff bash for Coxie. Into the refreeze from Laganarium. Not what you want to see, but at least he gets a javelin through the prayer there to hopefully slow Laganarium down on his
I'll move the chat away.
Yeah, and you got to say, we spoke about the experience before the fight. Laganarium spends a lot of time in DMM. He's comfortable in this set. And the last 2 fights, it hasn't really shown. The extra experience is a big 63 from Coxie. As I'm just trying to gas up his opponent, starts to bring it back. But I was saying the experience is starting to show here for Laganarium. But just with that 163, the fight is back to basically even. That's how crazy the damage is in these setups. 55% special attack energy for both of these players right now. Laganarium goes for the Javelin. Both players Javelin. Off prayer. There goes the Vengeance there for Lag. He's going for... Pulls out the VLS and goes for the Void Waker. Catches it off prayer for a 45. There's a freeze there for Coxie. He's going to take a moment here in the DD to brew up. Just get his health back, regain his composure, and let's see what he does with that 65% special attack energy. Is he going to hold on to that 65 until he gets to 75? So he has a Void Waker and a VLS. It'll be interesting to see what he does. Gets caught immediately as he steps out for that Javelin. Laganarium now with the DD advantage has a brew and an anglerfish. Coxie, just the brew. Extra couple of doses for Laganarium, both on similar hit points. Still a very close fight. Could be anyone's fight. There's a 27, but a 20 back with the Venge there for Lag. And he gets caught. Coxie now has the chance and does the same thing back. Pulls out the VLS, but then goes for the Void Waker. Manages to catch it off.
Oh, Coxie. Okay, so they're both out of food now.
Stack. Both players now out of food. 73 hit points for Coxie. 74 for Lag. Both players have a VLS.
Oh, 49
as well. Coxie
49 left on the Laganarium guy.
Let's see what happens here. Both players.
Oh,
there's the VLS there from Lag.
Wait, is Coxie going to get a win here?
With his VLS, the last hit, Coxie.
Oh!
The VLS now, and the whack kills him.
He killed him. Wait, he got a win in.
He didn't even need the special attack, you know?
1-2.
Oh,
good shit.
Bringing it back. It looks
that was a
like
crazy hit. What the fuck? 40?
The 3-0 in the
40
first,
damage?
call it the whitewash of the quarterfinals. Coxie brings one back onto the board, which means, Evie, we are going to be seeing a 1 defense fight coming up in a moment. It is confirmed all fights will be in an order of max to start, followed by standard into deadman mode, our higher defense ones, and then our tiebreakers or extra point qualifiers will move on to pure, and then if we need it, Zerka will always be our qualifier. But Coxie, bringing the max gear out against the Australian Demon, you were saying. You know, that is fantastic for Coxie there. He's managed to bring it on. Laganarium, no, he still just needs
to quickly get another
right now. And
monster
doing right now, unfortunately, will send him back to tomorrow's qualifier bracket, where he'll have to try again, where he will actually have a ping advantage on some of the UK people. Pure, coming up in a moment. What are we thinking about this one, Evie?
Yeah, I mean, Coxie, what a performance there. Managing to bring it back right at the last minute, getting that DD and really putting it to work. Didn't even need the spec in the end as well. So, moving on to the Pure here, I believe, and don't get me wrong,
Pure.
I could be wrong, but Laganarium has spent quite a bit of time on Pures as well. I remember watching a few videos of his back in the day where he spent a bit of time on Pures.
Guys, what's a Pure?
That being said, Bodie, he's also spent a lot of time in Max Deadman mode gear. So Coxie is really showing everyone today that he is not here to mess around. He's not here to put boots on cat.
DMM, that's Deadman mode.
And
Max NH.
This pure fight
I don't know.
If
whatever.
It's the big hits.
Well, here we go.
Pure.
We're looking for the fireworks.
This gear looks weird.
Operate on the screen.
They look like they're in
DDS
robes.
They both go for it, both off prayer. D-Simmy from Coxie as well. Again, pure fights. These are so fast-paced. Everyone knows if you've jumped into an LMS game, there's a good chance you got Barrage and DDS.
Oh, that's what it is. It's the one defense. Oh, right. Okay. I remember from LMS.
Back onto Coxie with the 36 blood barrage there. This is match point for Laginarium from Australia on the UK ping. Coxie.
Sophie, thank you.
His point up here to tie with Laginarium to take this to tie breaks in this best of 5. Coxie from the US currently competing once again on UK ping. Both frozen apart from each other here in the pure. Evie, no melee coming out here.
Here we go. The range and mage battle. With the pures, you'd have to say range is the style you want to be hitting with most here, but those blood barrages are very nice. So both players switching between their styles, and a big DDS there coming in for Coxie. 25-11.
Coxie's doing a lot of work here.
And it gets frozen, but freezes back. Just like that, we're in another range and mage battle. Both of these players.
Damn, he's destroying him.
Catching their freezes, which is exactly what you want to see.
Yo, the Coxie's coming back, eh? He went down 2 fights, and then he's coming back.
Here for Laganarium. He's going to want to get that spec off before he gets up to 100%. So he gets that extra spec back before the end of the fight. Can he get it off? Is he going to go for it? Goes for the freeze, tries to get the DD, does get it. Here we go. We might see a DDS here. Might bring in the volatile.
Hello, I'm new to your channel. I'm getting bored. That's why I visit different channels. All right, fair enough.
Didn't get it in before that spec came back. So down to 75%. Coxie.
I'm just doing agility while watching this tournament. So I'm not going to be doing much.
By the end of the fight, we shall see. Back and forth right now with the Dragon Scimitar. Melee, very strong in these fights, as we were discussing before. Potentially, I don't know if we got confirmation on Chivalry being an option for these pures, Bodie.
I don't think we have it confirmed, but I do believe the Royal Titan prayers are confirmed. That is why the 63 prayer is there. Again, I don't know if anyone's watching, but if anyone is watching, you can watch these people competing at their own personal live streams. But if you want our commentary over the top, this is the best place to actually watch it as well. But other than that, food advantage right now. Coxie is actually in the lead on this tying one. Coxie needs this win to stay in the qualifier brackets, and the winner of this fight will move on to fighting Odablock.
Ooh, this is a domestic tournament or international? It's
these quarterfinals, but it's only
I think it's international. There's EU and NA and UK, I think.
On Laginarium retaliates with the freeze and has
it's players from all over the world, and then they're and then this is the quarterfinals of it right now.
Right now, of Coxie winning this one and the next one, and then beating Odablock in the next round.
Abby,
can it happen? He needs to win this one, and he has a massive 5 Manta Ray advantage, and he has 3 DDS.
Wait, Coxie is destroying him.
At this point, he could just send them through prayer and probably still win with such a big advantage right now. But Laganarium catches the freeze, and there it goes again. The stop bash. Oh, there's a big spec from Laganarium. He is bringing this back a little bit. Coxie has to be careful here. He has 85% special attack energy. He could.
By the way, I am lucky that you watch tournaments so you can reply to chats. I reply to chats even if I'm not like watching the tournament. I reply to every message.
DDS here, he does DDS off prayer, and he's just gonna send them. And
you know what's funny? You know what's funny?
Like that, Coxie.
Coxie's now 2-2. Wow, that's crazy. You know what's crazy? I don't understand why streamers can't just reply to everything. It's not hard. You just look over, you see the message, you respond to it. Like, what's the fucking big deal? I don't understand.
The best of 5, the last one, so technically a best of 1. And
so many lazy streamers, man, I swear.
Which means we're seeing Armadillo Godswords come
so many lazy
the
streamers.
arena. But wow, Legendarium.
Just reply to them,
2-0,
like, it's not hard.
Straight up against Coxie, and Coxie again didn't let it get
You
to his edge.
like, you guys put the effort in. You guys put the effort in to type in the chat in the first place. I may as well just respond to it, right? Buy the channel art, get it over with. Yeah, true, actually. Sophie, you got channel art for me? You got channel art for me? I forgot about that oversight. I was totally not even thinking about that.
As well, I'm gonna have to ask this, Evie. What are you thinking? You know, do you reckon this is gonna be close? You know, I think both players are performing fantastically, and I do believe this could be an Arminal Godsword.
I'm skipping that question, Sophie. Do you got channel art? Channel art. Come on, channel art.
Could be, and I gotta say,
speed it along here.
Right now, coming from 2-0 up, and now the potential of a reverse sweep coming in your direction. On top of that, you're on 350 ping. On top of that, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You've been up all night. This has to be getting to him. It must be in his head right now that he might lose to Coxie. That's the other thing. Nobody expects Coxie to win this. He's going to be in his own head right now, and he's going to have to get out of it if he's going to win this one in the Zerka up against Coxie, who is putting on an absolute
I'm not a full-time streamer. I stream after work.
And here we go. They're both in the arena. It is 2-2. Maybe the last time we see that at the top of the screen. We still have 2 more fights to come after this, which I believe is Reese versus Donator and Torvesta versus Peta as well in the bottom end of the bracket. We could actually see a great fight because, again, only the best of the best are going to be progressing through today to the qualifiers. So I think we are still going to have some bangers of some fights. But again, jumping in this one straight away, we're in Zerka. This is match point to both players here. Whoever takes this down will progress and take on Odablock in the
How are the bots so advanced? AI?
Yeah, it's going to be crazy after this.
They probably have like some kind of script that the AI follows.
And 3 people are going to qualify. So you get through this.
I think, yo, Artemis, I think the way it does is it literally engages with the first half of its messaging, like with exactly what you're doing, and then it goes into the script after to try to squeeze you into a Discord message or something. I mean, it could just be an actual person. Who knows?
They're going to keep it that way. I would imagine for most of the fight. It's very interesting to get in your opponent's head, knowing that you have that special attack still in your arsenal. Getting them to pray melee more often than not, but at the same time, if they know that you know that, they might not pray melee. There's so many levels to this game. Absolute crazy scenes out here. Laganarium with a food disadvantage right now. Coxie starting this fight with some big momentum.
Yes, this could be a good start for Coxie right now as well, but again, we can't.
I'm confused about what you're talking. I wasn't talking to you.
Any point in these
I'm multi-streaming.
It is looking around pretty similar, I think. Actually, no, it's not. It's 6 versus... Oh, my God. I can't even count. 6 versus 9 here. Bruce, roughly the same. A dose either way. Potion management on these players has both been fantastic right now, but the oh, it's an HS. It's only a 26. I do believe Coxie had just freshly potted as well for that one, so that could probably on a full 118 spec. Although I do believe the players here have 90 strength. Yes, they do.
Streamers like you never deserve followers. What the fuck did I do to you, Sophie? I didn't even say anything, and now you're attacking me. What the fuck?
Advantage. Can he
You're weird.
turn this into anything? A 35 barrage is a great start. A 4 AGS on the prayer, unfortunately not what Laginarium is looking for. In that he was looking for something much higher. And again, the food of Laginarium, it is slowly ticking down. And he knows this is the match point for him to stay in this tournament right now against Coxie.
And he's trying so hard to get these blood barrages.
You say that I'm art seller. I didn't say you were anything, Sophie. I was talking to someone else.
Down the goal, Coxie still has fish in the inventory, and now
you're gonna be hostile in the stream. You can go leave now. Bye.
Something very special from here for Laganarium to bring it back. Coxie with a huge advantage, 88 hit.
Not everything's about you, Sophie. You know, like you're not the main character here.
There is a blood barrage, bringing it back a little bit for Laganarium. You see, he's really camping those blood barrages now. We spoke about this, how powerful the mage is in the Zerka setup. Camping those blood barrages, getting.
Dude, wait, Coxie's literally gonna win. Wow, he came back as 0-2 to 2-2, and now he's gonna win.
Frozen. There goes the AGS for Laganarium. Couldn't get the spec off. Does have 50%. definitely will not want to die with that. And now that he's pulled it out, Coxie knows that
Dude, that's incredible.
So he might be
good comeback by this guy, man.
A little bit more. Nice step out there. Can Legendarium catch the freeze? He does catch the freeze. He's going to get a DD advantage here. What can he do with it? Another massive barrage. Is he going to go for the AGS? Is he
I mean, it is pretty close still.
Is he going to bring out the barrage?
Oh, but he's just hitting him, bro.
Said, Mage, very powerful in these fights. One anglerfish for both these players. Laganarian with less hit points, though. Just kidding. He's brought it right back.
Oh, the 30.
Going to take something special.
Oh, the 22. Oh, the 12. They're both so close. They're out of food. It's so close.
Legendarium has an arm and he'll go so it's back. I just have to see the spec kill someone, please. Just send it. I don't know what's gonna happen, Evie. It's gonna be so close.
Oh, does nothing. That was it. I don't think he's gonna win now. Oh, it's so close. Oh my God, redemption. Oh,
Coxie down to 5 HP. Misses the hit. Legendarium has all the power. He steps
no.
Blood barrage.
He won! Coxie was so close! Wait, that was so cool! That was so close!
Unfortunately, on the reverse sweep, has fallen the tiniest bit of health to Legendarium in the Zerka battle.
Incredible. That was incredible to watch. Holy shit.
To Coxie, a great attempt, so close to the reverse sweep. But
I'm assuming Odablock is like
to secure the victory
fucking winning right now.
To the semi-finals to fight Odablock after we move into match 3.
Oh,
replay here. This
so Legendarium's going to fight Odablock. Okay.
Number 1, where Legendarium, I believe, kills Coxie. Fight number 2 in a moment. Oh, you take these. You take these.
Yeah, what a crazy fight there. Coming down to the wire in the 5th fight. That's exactly what you want.
I'm gonna go. All right, Tower. See you later, man.
In the max DMM. And
come back in a couple days. I won't be doing this. I'll be finally done.
Here comes the pure, and Coxie bringing it back again for the 2-2, bringing us down to the last fight. And look how down to the wire this came. It was so close, but Laganarium, the Australian demon, managing to pull it out.
I wish I could gamble on this.
He's going to move on to the round of 4 and come up against Odablock for a spot in the LAN. In the round of 4, if you win your round of 4,
I would just gamble on Odablock, right? Because like the chances are so high for him. Yeah, he's like the best, isn't he? I mean, I don't really know any of the other people, so maybe not. But like, I've only ever really seen him.
These qualifiers, we do not have.
He plays like he's such a demon.
This LAN as of yet,
the clicks are insane. I couldn't keep up with that.
Be there, but all we know is that the next time we see Legendarium on this,
maybe one day, you know, if I put time and effort into it. But it's just so much shit happens so fast.
Do not know the LAN will be played in. I don't know what this is.
Why the fuck are they out here
right now? Oh wait, we're jumping in. Wait, this is Deadman mode gear, so this is practice, because this is fight number 3. Score is 0-0 right now. We'll commentate, because I don't know if things will get updated graphic-wise, but maybe behind the scenes, recent donator, which is the next fight, may have actually been occurring. And if it is in Deadman mode gear, this could be 2-0 either way, or 1-1. But other than that, jumping straight in, Reese with a full inventory of food on the left. He still has every single food. It is a real fight confirmed. This is a spot to move forward for Reese and Donator. The score is not 0-0. We will get the true score in just a moment. The Venge does come out, and we'll see. This is Deadman mode gear, though, between these two. What we're saying, Reese and Donator. I feel like we've not watched Donator much today.
Yeah, we're just getting word this is actually 0-0. So the gear selection must be randomized before each fight, before each round, I should say, in these fights. But we're going up against Reese, Donator, in the max DMM setup. We love to see this, buddy. We love to see this. Oh my God, that could have been a KO. I don't know what side that was on. We don't have the names of the players right now.
Attacked who?
We're hopping between. We've got Peta and Torvesta now.
Oh, I think we're spectating Peta and Torvesta. So just information, just to let everyone know, that fight between Reese and Donator is 0-0. The gear setups are different for their fights, and it looks like this is going to be a Deadman mode fight. First of all, Eviescape, Peta versus Torvesta. Best of 5. Right here, the score is currently 0-0.
There you go, guys. Go eat your food.
What are we thinking?
Yeah, here we go. And You got to say, in terms of experience in this setup, Peta definitely has the experience, and on paper, I'd say also the better PK. Oh my God, Nelly just got a KO straight at the start of the fight.
Wow, almost insta-killed him.
On either side would have been it for Torvesta, but speaking of DMM, Torvesta, experience on stage at DMM All-Stars. He's been there before. He's been in a tournament like this. He's been in
24, nice.
Will the nerves come?
What the fuck are these things chucking at each other?
We shall see. But
they're chucking sticks.
For Peta here, up a couple of anglerfish and a brew at this point. Those vengeance trinkets are so scary in these fights because anything can happen at any moment. There goes the venge from Torvesta. And he just swipes with the Void Waker. Maybe misclicked his spec bar there. Goes for a spec there with the VLS. I think that was a 35 through prayer. The VLS, such a powerful weapon. Such crazy odds when you have one of those in your inventory. Not only for the fact that it does such crazy damage, but also for the fact that you're going to scare your opponent into praying melee a lot.
So how would you, like, if we just step out of the fight for a moment, if you were in these fights, would you prioritize your VLS specs? Or would you prioritize your Void Waker, do you think? Or do you just think it's entirely situational to what you think is going to work in that moment? Because I want to say, basically damage output, the VLS is probably one of the most broken weapons this game has ever seen. But it's not fair to say that the Void Waker just is not. 59 Void Waker Venge back on Torvesta though. Unfortunately a splash on the Prey Mage, but maybe Torvesta thought there was going to be a VLS swipe there or something. But would you go for VLS or would you go for Void Waker?
Everything that I've been told from these high-level players is that the VLS is the most broken weapon in the entire game. So I would have to say, most likely that VLS spec is the one to go for. But that being said, if you can get a Void Waker off prayer, that thing in this setup can probably max 70, maybe even a little higher. Massive, massive hits coming out of that, and it's guaranteed damage as well. The VLS obviously very, very accurate as we see a
for nice hit.
And looking at the inventories, Peta actually down to his
he's destroying this PETA guy.
5 in the inventory. There's the vengeance and a Mori jab coming back. Now we see some blood barrages coming in from Peta. He's
owning him now. He's coming back.
Getting a lot of health back from these blood barrages. Torvesta looking like a headless chook right now. Can't get anything going. Does catch that freeze, but he wasn't his Missouri chaps as well. Very lucky to catch that one. He's got 2 anglerfish left. Peta with 76 hit points. It's completely even right now. 76 to 70. We see Avenge coming in for Peta. Torvesta just taking a second here. Going down, Mori jab gets frozen away. We see a spec for both players here. Torvesta potentially waiting for that.
I don't know how to spell it, but it's like a range weapon. Oh, we got KO'd. I wasn't looking. Fuck.
And the KO. Both players out of food. Peta somehow managing to bring that one back. He was almost out and brings it back. And we're switching over now to the recent donator. It looks as though it's the second fight here.
It is their second fight. Confirmation that Donator took Reese down in the first fight in the Deadman mode setups. Just
Donator beat Reese.
2 fights at the same time now, I believe, for scheduling issues, I'm going to say, behind the scenes for some competitors. However, the gear setups will be the same. All first fights were Deadman mode gear. Second fights will be pure, so we will see Peta versus Torvesta on the pure build, followed by standard, and if necessary, max into Zerka. Other than that, those fights there for Torvesta, he was quite close to taking Peta down, but was that his best chance to potentially get one on the board? Similar to the Odabot Mika fight, Mika lost to Oda by 1 game tick. Was that his best chance to get one on the board against Oda? Not obviously taken into account the one that he did get on the board and all that, but will Torvesta be able to bring anything back against Peta right now? But looking at this fight right now, Donator is 4 food left. Reese with the 7 food. I know Reese has a lot of experience in NHing on 1 defense, but Donator has a lot of experience on 1 defense, but staking. Will it transition well in this fight? Right now, Reese does look like he has the odds.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We are focused on Donator right now. So Donator is on the left of your screen as Reese steps out. He is down to 1 Manta Ray, 73 hit points. Now Reese is on the left of your screen here. Has 5 Manta Rays in the inventory. Goes to those last 2 specs, but Donator does have the freeze advantage right now. He doesn't have any spec. 27 bolt there. Nice little one off prayer. And another big blood barrage. He could be bringing this back right now. Donator completely out of food. No, we are not focused on Donator. I was wrong that whole time. We were focused on Reese.
Donator does fall to Reese, but again, he does have one on the board, and here we go. We've seen Deadman mode, the pure fights of the max bracket, and now we are going to be seeing the pure fights of the Crusader Classic 2026, Torvesta versus Peta. Right now, this is to move on to fight the winner of Donator versus Reese, which is currently 1-1. Score for this fight is 1 to Peta, 0 to Torvesta.
Yeah, and here we go. The pure, potentially picked by Torvesta here. You know, I think Torvesta would come out and say that Peta is probably the better PKer out of these two. And if you're going up against the better PKer, you want to have the fight with the most RNG involved. So potentially a pick from him. I doubt Peta was to pick the pure fight here, but fight number 2, Torvesta needs to bring this one back, needs to get the win. Otherwise, he's going 2-0 down, and that is hard to come back from. And the winner of this fight goes through to the semifinals and has a massive, massive chance of going through to that LAN. Big freeze coming in there for Torvesta. Let's see if he gets a bolt off underneath here. Having a look at the food situation, looking pretty even right now. Peta using that strategy that we've spoken about with him and Odablock, using most of his brews up as early as possible so that he can stay combat potted and range potted.
Nice hit.
Fight. A big barrage coming in there for Torvesta.
So this is the one with one defense, which means like you're like hitting like all the time, basically. Looks like
gaining a lot of momentum.
29 damage.
Right here. And again, I'm
28.
I do understand the usage of brews early, and I'm definitely not someone that should even bother giving or putting down any my thoughts in this, because these people know this far better than I know. But I feel like if you're a pure fight and you don't have any level of double eats, if you miss a couple of prayers and they just get that damage and then all that stuff, if you don't have the brews, you're just eating your hard food. And then when your hard food just gets deleted from the inventory as the other person's just dancing all over you. But again, if you look at the inventories right now, 12 hard food on Peta, and Torvesta has 9 hard food. Oh, it's the volatile! It's a splash!
Damn.
It could have been something. Now, Torvesta is 10% away from his own volatile spec. I wonder if that might give him any level of inspiration to go for it. Never mind, he dumps the DDS right there. 20% spec on Torvesta. He probably will not see a volatile.
Yo, I'm invested in this right now, guys.
Fight at the moment, but the food situation is slightly in the favor of Peta, who does have combat boosting potions. Torvesta has used his brews. Is he potted right now? I do not know, but if he is, then this fight he's still going to have a very, very good chance to take this down. And Torvesta really does want to take this one down, because it would equalize the score against Peta, who is no easy opponent for him to beat. But Torvesta's been playing phenomenally. Even since All-Stars, he's been playing fantastic, and he's bringing it. And the staff pass, Evie Skate. What do you think of the staff pass? He just lost the fight.
I love the star bash there. We saw the volatile coming in from Torvesta, and the volatile spec is one of those things where
it's crazy
you do
right
it and it works and you look like a genius. If you do it and it doesn't, you look like an idiot. And unfortunately for Torvesta, a splash with the volatile. He's used up most of his spec there in that one spec. But having a look at the inventories, it's looking relatively even right now. 2 Manta Rays left for Peta. Can Torvesta catch this freeze, get the DD advantage? He does. No, I think it's frozen back straight away. 1 Manta Ray left. Not going to take the time to eat here. Peta leaving that 1 Manta Ray in his inventory as well. Torvesta is... Does he know that he has the Manta Ray? He's trying to get redemptions off. I don't know if he knows that he has 1 Manta Ray left.
Torvesta just died with a Manta Ray in his inventory. He died with a Manta Ray in his inventory. No, I don't know if he's live right now. Some people are streaming, but his whole chat is Manta, bro. Why did you eat, bro? Oh, that is his chat right now. If he's live, I don't know if he is, but unfortunately, again, I think Peta had a one as well there. Oh, Donate is about to die here. Actually, jumping straight in here. This is a max gear NH stake setup right now. We are following the person on the left. The camera movement will always be the top left name for those who are watching. Donator has 100% spec, Evie.
Oh my god, at this point in the fight, down this much food with 100% spec, and he says, actually, no I don't.
Oh,
here we go,
god.
Double claws! Oh my god, and just like that, that's how big the claws are in this fight. We speak about how big the special attacks are and how you want to try and get one of those special attacks.
Dude, I want that whip weapon, man, from LMS. I want it.
Right there. Reese now trying to catch that freeze. Big splash there.
It seems fun.
DD. Down 4 anglerfish at this point, but can he bring it back? Current score is 1-1 for these two. Donator sitting in that Mystic bottom, trying to get a maximum mage defense up against his opponent right now. The whip from Reese. We see a bolt from Donator. Bringing it back just a little bit. The Blood Barrage coming in nicely as well. Reese now with the DD advantage. Donator going to have to eat those last anglerfish in his inventory. Catches the freeze. Going to take a moment here to probably eat up. No, he's not. He's sitting on 58 hit points, and he says, you know what? Let's just go for it. Balls to the wall here. Big barrage. Unfortunately, a splash. Goes for it again. Another splash, unfortunately, but a bolt on Robes off prayer for Reese, also a 0. Big 32 for Donator. Here we go. He's starting to bring this back. He's frozen now. Reese with the advantage. Is he going to take a moment to heal all the way up? No, he's not. Going to go for those blood barrages. Donator sitting on 46 hit points. 1 anglerfish left in the inventory and a big 41 whip. Both players now down to 1 anglerfish. Reese with the hit points advantage though. 72 to 41. Here goes Donator. Going to try and catch that freeze. Catches the freeze. Steps out. Goes to the bowl. Off prayer. Hits a 0. 1 anglerfish.
Does he know he has the anglerfish?
Here we go.
Does he know
we're going to see a Torvesta here.
I don't think he knows he has the anglerfish. Donator, eat your anglerfish, bro. Reese has an angler in the bottom right. I'd be surprised if Reese misses that anglerfish, but we will see. They're both so low right now. Donator still hasn't eaten his anglerfish. I think Reese is frozen right now. No, Reese has the free. They're both frozen next to each other right now. I think Donator hasn't noticed it. He gets a redemption off, though. That could be the He gets another redemption off. Can he get it up? It's a prey raid.
Oh, crazy.
He did not do the
2-1.
2-1 to Reese there. I will double check that was correct. I do believe we're following Reese's POV there, so I do believe it is a 2-1 to Reese on the max or the standard NH stake setup right there. We'll jump into this fight in just a moment, but Donator, he did find the anglerfish. He's not done the Torvesta. Speaking of Torvesta, he casts the first freeze in this fight, or maybe he didn't actually. I think it was the other way around, but here we go. We are stepping into standard NH setup between Torvesta and Petter. Petter is on match point right now to move forward to fight the winner of Donator and Reese, and Torvesta is going to have to fight for that reverse sweep, and if he gets it, will be the only reverse sweep we see in the qualifiers, or the first qualifiers of the Crusader Classic 2026.
Yeah, what a crazy last fight that was. Both players having the anglerfish in the bottom right corner. Very surprising that Donator left that there. Obviously not surprising that Reese ate the food, but here we are jumping in. Petter versus Torvesta. Torvesta really
What is the zeros? Holy, dude.
He is eliminated from the first qualifier of the Crusader Classic. And I tell you, if there's one person in this tournament that really wants to go to that land, it is Torvesta. That man loves to travel and he loves to play RuneScape. And if he can do both at the same time, that's a big win for him. Having a look at the start of the fight, though, we can see that Petter, once again, is using most of his brews at the start of the fight. That strategy, claws on prayer. We see a nice bolt from Torvesta as well. The RNG on his side here. Nice big bolt proc as well. Can he catch this freeze here? Are we going to see Torvesta using the strategy of using the Verex plate skirt while he's trying to catch a freeze? We're not. So Torvesta, not someone that sits in the laboratory very often trying to get the absolute most out of his NH stakes. Just the guy that gets in there and gets it done, Bodhi.
This is true, and I'm looking at the playstyle difference between these two. Petter, obviously, he's actually one of the best NH stakers.
Damn, he's getting fucked up.
People will say that understand.
Will he come back like the other guy and go 3-2?
Torvesta, obviously,
or whatever.
He's
2-2?
a very good player killer, but in his style, he hasn't even touched a single Brudos right now. And I'll be honest, Torvesta is absolutely crushing this fight. Petter has 6 anglers left, and so does Torvesta, but Torvesta has 3 full brews that he hasn't even touched yet. If Torvesta somehow fumbles this, it's going to be a generational one, but I think the reverse sweep is on the table right now. I cannot count Petter out, but that advantage is absolutely wild from Torvesta. He must have done an absolutely fantastic job in this fight, but can he close this out? Can he do it clean as well? Because if he can close this out clean, that'll be a huge confidence boost for him stepping into the next fight, which will be the max gear.
Oh,
Wow.
massive 47.
Just got a crazy hit on him,
like
eh?
you said, Peta choosing to use all of his brews at the start of the fight. That means he used his last dose of super combat and ranging potion, and his stats are currently ticking down. We know that he's been in the lab. We know he knows all of the stats.
Damn, 20 damage. He's owning him. Oh my god!
Just doesn't matter. Look at the hits from Torvesta right now. A 38 bolt going for the freeze. Can he catch it? Peta is going to get the DD advantage. He's going to step underneath here, trying to get the redemptions off as well because he is completely out of food. Torvesta with 5 anglers and 2 whole brews. If he loses it from here, I will literally eat my own ballsack. This is crazy. Torvesta so far ahead right now. Gets another spec
fucking
off
him
there
up.
with the Dragon Claws.
Just looks
Goes
pretty
to the staff
GG.
bash
Yeah,
with
it looks like he wins.
disrespect.
He's
There
gonna come
goes the
back
win.
2-1 now.
Can he
Yep.
get one more?
That's crazy.
There
That's
it
crazy.
is.
Good shit.
Goodness me.
That's crazy.
Okay,
He fucked him
I
up.
saw a fight earlier that I think was Mika versus Rog. Now, Rog, I don't know how many wins he does or how much NHing he actually does. I've not seen those scores. But I want to quickly speak about that before this fight concludes or whatever. That inventory from Torvesta on a player of the likes of Peta, who we have seen today performing so well. What the hell just happened? Did you see that? Oh, it's a replay.
It's a replay.
What? Donator just tanked an AGS on 33 health. Prayer off. Oh my goodness, I was like, what the hell? My god, if he died there, that would have been bad. But that food inventory in a completely fair fight from Torvesta is actually insane. Like, that is incredible. Torvesta must have played so well in that situation. He's managed to pull a point on the board as well. Peta has only been defeated in this tournament by Odablock himself. So Torvesta has managed to be the second person to take Peta out in this tournament. But Torvesta still needs to beat him 2 more times in order to progress through to fight the winner of Reese versus Donator. Once again, Reese is the individual player we will be spectating. If they're frozen, it's hard to see, but he is the one in the dead center of the screen most of the time. Food, however, EVscape, Reese is looking like he might be taking this one down shortly.
Yeah, for sure. We saw the replay of Donator taking that massive AGS there off prayer for a 32. Definitely could have been KO'd. I don't know about you in that last fight. Every time Torvesta hit a massive bolt, I could just hear that little giggle he does. He must have been absolutely loving that one. But in this fight, Reese definitely with the advantage. But that being said, Donator getting some nice little blood barrages off here. Can he bring this back a little bit? That was a blood barrage off prayer for a 0, unfortunately, and a 15 bolt. Reese not getting any whips in here. Gonna be using the last of his anglerfish. Nope, decides to save one. There goes the AGS off prayer again. 62 hit points, unfortunately not enough to KO. And Donator does have 1 spec left. He could get it off here. Gets the freeze. No, he doesn't, and he's frozen himself. Reese now with the DD advantage. And a staff bash for the disrespect. 86 hit points. And it looks like he's going to close this one out. Can Donator pull something magical out? He cannot. And that is a 3-1.
Any reason you're doing Priv specifically? Yeah. I will play the donation for you, so you can see for yourself, Artemis. Here you go.
I warned you, Priv I want, for little I seek. Faz ruined the game, so run and be meek. I set the rules, and set the game. Shameful Faz, let's play the game.
There you go. That's why.
Has decided to change up its RNG just for today to make me look silly. But both of these players with the Nox Hallies, you got to remember, every time they hit with a Nox Halley, they don't have a shield on. And the shield is the single biggest defensive item for both of them.
That's why.
So if
Artemis.
they take a hit off that shield, there's a very good chance they're going to take some damage. So they got to hope that Halley hits. And just like that, you see Torvesta taking that 25 bolt with the Halley equipped. Can't get a Halley back. Better. The movement right now, the 50 with the Halley.
The reason why he wants me to do Priv, and he knows why, and he's being evil about it. It's a smart thing. It's because it takes a lot more Priv laps to get to 1,000 than it does to do any other course. So he wants me to do as long as possible the agility. Instead of doing 1,000 Relica laps, it's 1,000 Priv, which is like a 7-to-1 ratio. Or a 30% extra ratio. If I were to do Relica, I'd be doing 30% less in terms of time, because of how long it takes to complete these priff laps. So that's why he wants it. He wants me to do it as long as possible.
This PvP challenges he may have
All right, here we go.
done. Can he do it though? Is the question. It is possible.
Oh, Torves is losing out on the HP a little bit here.
Ooh,
Ooh.
40 barrage, bro, into the 45 Nox Alley back there. Bolt on ropes, only a 7 there with the ZCB. Peta moving around, momentum slowing down a bit. Huge damage. We did see a 40 barrage come out there.
Oversoul was kind to you. Priff is going to be great for your account later, to be honest. Yeah.
Hit with the Nox Alley, but right now, again, Torvesta only with
Relica would have been the evil option. I disagree because I would be like Artemis. I would have saved 5 hours out of my life if I did Relica. 5 whole hours I could have spent doing other things.
Exact opposite of what it was.
I'm a time saver kind of guy. I'm not a account progression kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do agility, bro.
Into the Void Waker, into another Void Waker. So much damage. And
I don't see the value in it, but
he's gonna have to.
That's exactly why he's making me do it. Is because it's torturous. That's why. It's okay though. Like, it is what it is. I'll do it
as well. Not even I don't even know if the max hit on. That has to be the max hit, right? That was absolutely crazy. And here we go.
Oh my god,
now frozen. Hang on a minute.
Ooh, Torvesta just got full froze there, but the Nox Alley coming back, and again, if we look at Peta's inventory right now, he does have the 3 anglers right now. He's probably going to use them all to get his health to above 100, whereas Torvesta only has the 52 health, or the 53 health now, with that dose of brew, but as soon as that brew dose goes, 47 retaliation, Noxious Halberd.
Wait a minute, Torvesta pulled it back.
In this fight right now, Peta with the refreeze.
Oh my god, wait!
50% spec on Torvesta.
Wait!
40% on Peta. There's no VLSs here. It's only Void Wakers right now. Peta is currently prime.
Oh, he has to redemption this.
Can he do anything?
Ah, 65. GG. He's out of the tournament.
Nothing he can do, and Peta secures his 3rd victory against Torvesta. Unfortunately, Torvesta eliminated from the brackets in this tournament today.
GG.
On his
Do you know if Odo's in the tournament? Yeah, he's they confirmed he's in the semifinals now. There it is. Look.
Right now. And this
so
is our lineup.
Oda Block versus Laginarium, and then Rice and Peta, Reese, whatever. Oh, we're in the semis now.
Match 6, which is Reese versus Peta. After that, the losers bracket will move on to match 7, and the losers of Odabot versus Laginarium will fight the loser of Reese versus Peta, and then both players who win.
I'm rooting for Oda.
To be fair, we're going to find our first qualifier right now.
He's really good at the game.
Odablock and Laginarium and Reese and Peta will both automatically be qualified, and then the losers bracket, whoever wins that, will also be qualified for the finale in Raleigh, North Carolina, competing LAN for $10,000 prize pool right now. Who, unfortunately, out of this, Evie, is going to be the unfortunate person who is just going to miss. 3 of these 4 individuals are actually going to be going to the qualifiers. 1 is going to miss out.
That's the thing. There are 3 more qualifiers, right? So even if they don't make it today, they have the chance to make it in the coming ones. But it would be so nice. It'd be such a great feeling to get it out of the way today. Win the first qualifier. Make sure you're absolutely locked in for that LAN event, because the LAN is going to be incredible. It's going to be so much fun. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it. We can't have any picklebacks over there. It would have been nice to run that one back. And some giant beers, but the LAN is going to be awesome, and the 3 people that make it today are going to be very, very happy, and the 1 person that doesn't make it is going to be very, very sad.
Well, the person who doesn't make it, they do still have a chance to obviously do it, but they basically need to do the same thing again in another qualifier right now. But I would say, I think out of the roster right now, Laginarium, he's on Australian ping, Odablock and Petra are both on American ping, and Reese is the only person here that's actually benefiting from this UK ping. So in all honesty, it is Reese that really needs to secure a qualifying spot here, minimum right now, because then he doesn't need to go and fight off his ping. But that being said, again, 3 of the 4 people, we have Odablock, we have Peta, we have Reese, we have Laginarium. 3 of those names we mentioned might be favorites to actually win. Laginarium was the 4th who could actually push someone out on that. But when people do qualify today, we will not be seeing them fight again until the finale. If someone does qualify, they don't fight anymore. They can sit back, they can watch the whole tournament themselves, and then the next fights will be the remaining competitors who didn't quite make it. So unfortunately today, Coxie, Mika, Donator, and Torvesta, they didn't quite make it. They will still be competing in the qualifier tomorrow to try and qualify. 12 qualifiers in total, 18 competitors.
Yeah, I mean, devastating for those guys, for sure. But I think if you look at the bracket right now, if we had said that this was going to be the
here we go,
bracket at the
Oda
start
block.
of today,
It's
don't
Oda
think
block
anyone
time,
would have been
Artemis.
surprised. I think we're all expecting to see Oda block there. I think we're all expecting to see Peta there. I think we're all expecting to see Reese there. Laganarium could have gone either way, but definitely a deserving competitor to be in the top 4 right now, and a very, very good chance.
That Vengeance didn't really do much.
That LAN event, a best of 5 here, and a star flash from Laganarium to start it out. We're in the dead man mode gear right now. The Venge trinket in the inventory. Oda block putting in that movement. The cameraman having to go to work here the way that Oda block's moving. Absolutely crazy. Pulling off the racks in. Laganarium gets a freeze back though. Can he start out this fight with a little bit of momentum? If he can get some momentum going, can he keep that up? Let's find out.
Yeah, that's true here. We can't obviously write Legendarium out. I think a lot of people here might be like, yep, Oda Block's obviously going to secure a spot, and he is obviously definitely one of the favorites to do so. But Legendarium has a very decent chance to actually take Oda Block out here. Again, we have a best of 5, so it could actually go in anyway. You know, will we see that reverse sweep? Will we see a 3-0? Oda has yet to lose.
Oda's got this. He's the go to PvP.
So
like you're the go to utility. Okay, bro.
On the qualifying
bro.
seed would be so unfortunate, but I do feel again with it switching to his ping for the next fights again, Oda's probably fighting the hard battle right now. This is the hardest server for him to actually take this win down, so that's good. We are starting with the Deadman mode gear here, Vengeance triggers and all that. We will switch to standard, and then we'll go to max, and if needed, Zerka and Pure.
Yeah, and we're switching around pings.
Ooh.
Obviously, that's going to be a bit of an issue for
Oda
some
Block's
players
taking
at
like
the
hella
moment.
damage right now,
Once we
though.
get to that lane,
Oh my god, he's
ping
getting
means
fucked
nothing
up.
than a nice void
He's getting
waker off
fucked
prayer
up.
from Laganarium. A big 52 there at the moment. Is at a, actually pretty even, I would say, in terms of food. What do we got? 8 anglerfish left for Oda Block. Actually up in food right now is Laganarium. Going for that freeze with the helm takeoff as well. They're both frozen right next to each other. Oda Block with 80% special attack energy, though. There goes the Vengeance from Laganarium. Guess trying to get that spec venged from Oda. But Oda hitting a 38 barrage there on the Venge and a 0 VLS. A 0 VLS is not something you see very often. The VLS, such an accurate weapon. The Void Waker, obviously 100%.
I wish like there's like a live
big
tracker thing so I
33
could
down
watch
from
like
Laganarium
live
now.
like what's going on. You
He
just
is
got to look at the inventories, I
absolutely in
guess.
the driver's seat of this fight with a huge bit of momentum. Here we go. Got the DD advantage right now. The Venge comes back from Oda Block, but a big VLS that was off prayer. That may have been a KO there if he hit a little bit higher. Both players frozen right next to each other right now. Laganarium with the 5 Manta Rays, 6 Anglerfish in his inventory. Oda Block with the 2. Oda Block at a big disadvantage right now, but as we have seen from the past and as we know, if there's anyone that can bring it back, it is definitely Oda Block. And a massive 60 VLS! Oh my god, a 60 VLS, and he has another spec as well. And just like that, it's an even fight.
That's crazy. What a crazy hit.
As well. Is Lag going to pull out Avenge as well here? Can he get the freeze? It looks like he did cop it.
Oh my god, dude, he's getting fucked up.
Gets the blood barrage off as well.
Wait, they're both out of H. They're both out of food. Both out of food.
When's he going to be unfrozen? 41 hit points for Oda, down to 26, and there goes the spec, and he hits a 0. Laganarium hits a 0.
Oh, he's at 2 HP. He's still alive.
He can't let Oda get a redemption. He does take it down with a 2.
Wow, Oda Block died. Oda Block died, guys.
Oda Block. Oh my god. The first fight. Laganarium. He's on 350 ping, and he wins against arguably the best PKer in the game. That is an absolutely insane fight there. And if you're Laganarium, you have got to be very, very happy with that. Getting up 1-0 against Oda Block off your ping in the DMM setup, which you know Oda Block is really good at. That is incredible. And you see right there on the bracket, Laganarium going up 1-0. This is a beautiful situation for Laganarium to be in. We know the next fight is going to be with the standard gear setup. So they're doing the standard NH fight with the Mystics, the Verex plate skirt. This is something I know personally Laganarium has spent a lot of time practicing in. But that being said, on paper, Odablock, the better PKer, he is definitely going to have his work cut out for him here. But being up 1-0, I mean, is that going to get in Odablock's head? We always know that he's cool, calm, and collected. But that's got to be doing something to him right now in front of everyone. If he doesn't manage to win the first qualifier, there's got to be a little bit of nerves there. Let's see if he can keep it together. But if you're Laganarium there, you have to be very, very happy with that effort. And he manages to take it down with quite a few hit points left as well.
I'm going to say Laganarium to take that down off Odablock again. That is the Dead Man mode gear setup, though. And
Oh,
again,
here we go. Fight 2.
Australian Demon, you know, and he is now just proven that, because I think that could have been the first time that Oda has lost on the Max main setup. Oh, sorry, the Dead Man mode setup. But we're stepping into the standard setup, the standard NH right now. Again,
Dude, he's getting hit immediately.
Laganarium, this is for a position I believe is not guaranteed qualifier, or is this no, this does guarantee a qualifier. The winner of this best in 5 will be guaranteed a spot in the final on the LAN in Rally. Currently 1 to Laganarium, 0 to Odablock Max main setup.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if you're Crusader right now, you got to be rooting for Odablock, because if Laganarium wins this fight, he's going to be going to Raleigh. And coming from Australia, that flight is
W for keeping everyone entertained while doing this torture. Hey man, there's only so much I can do to entertain, but I mean, this is doing the work for me, right? We just watch this while I click pixels, you know?
Can he do it, though? The start of the fight looking very good for him right now. 0% special attack energy, those 2 claws.
I only have an hour and a half left, and then I'm going to go watch the football game, and then I'm going to be back after that. So in an hour and a half, I'm going to be gone for an hour and a half, and then I'll be back.
Currently, we saw a couple of big bolts at the start of the fight. Can he keep this momentum up? Oh, a nice 40 claw there, 41 claw from...
After this fight is done, I have to AFK, though.
Both players now with no special attack energy, so neither player has to be worried about it, and they're both frozen across from each other now. I think they were both blitzes as well, so slightly less
should be 5, right? Yeah, 5 p.m. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen some Dragon Boots getting taken there off Odablock. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've seen that actually happen.
Honestly, Faz, WU, bro, for helping chipping off these laps with me, man. This is a team effort.
Bringing in a little bit of it. Oh, 54 with the bolt on Laganarium. That is huge. That might be the max hit possible. I think it actually is for Oda to pull that one out now. Cripples Laganarium in this potential advantage he has, and again brings Odablock back in, saying, no, it's not going to be that easy for you. If
Come on, get some hits, Odablock.
In the first round, you're going to have to get no
there you go, nice freeze.
It's going to potential 1-1, but again, that ball.
The stepping under strat.
Beautifully from that.
Very good. Very good strategy.
6 doses of brew against Odablock, who stands with 8 anglers and 1 dose of brew. Slight odds here on the food to Odablock. 40% spec on both players right now. Again,
dude, he's hitting nothing, eh?
Game,
11.
Yeah, anything can happen from this point. A little bit of an advantage here for Lag. He's got the freeze advantage right now.
I just hate agility so much. Dude, I hate it more than you, bro. I'm right with you on that. Don't worry, we'll get out of this, bro. We'll get out of this. And I'll be back at CG. I'll be doing the TOA maybe. Who knows? We want to get to 300 KC to this weekend. Minimum 300, right? I would love to get way more than that, though.
To heal up, to collect.
I looked up I saw a video, by the way, Faz. So apparently the 50% chance of getting the enhanced is at 394 KC, and then the average is at 490 KC. So I should be getting it around 490 average, unless I'm an unlucky motherfucker. I don't want to be unlucky.
As well, so the advantage.
Alright, let me just focus on this game.
Catches a freeze, but unfortunately, Odablock has that freeze.
Oda is less food. Damn.
And take this one
nice hit.
There's the freeze for Odablock. Can he get underneath?
Damn.
No, he can't.
The return,
and now
though.
they're stuck across from each other. Laganarium with that special attack. He can't.
21, nice.
Far apart.
That's true. No noxious.
A 13.
in this. It's a major range war until the full freeze are
One.
ended, and both players have the same amount of food in their inventory, but Odeblock just a slight bit lower on the hit points. Again, they've both eaten now, but like
Got a big hit here.
Green bar, 2 food. Odeblock could eat
An
another
8.
food if he wants, but he cannot eat it now because he needs to make sure he
Staff
gets that freeze.
stab.
Another staff bash from Odeblock. Right
0,
now,
but he's
he does
frozen.
catch the freeze, though.
Another
Legendary
staff
does
bash.
Another staff bash from Odeblock, mate. You know, I feel like potentially is it mental fatigue? You know, like Odeblock
8.
is all day, every day, but has to do so many fights
8.
against so many good players. Can it be that just a couple of pixels away from those barrages? But will
23.
actually
He's making a comeback.
Good bolts coming
Oh,
in.
zeros!
From Legendary and big bolt again from Odeblock. Does he catch another freeze? It's a
The
0
spec does
count,
nothing.
52 XP. Both players, 1 food in the inventory.
Oh, he's fucking him up now. He's got the momentum. He's got the momentum.
HP, 25 HP, no food. Oda has the DD control. 40% spec for both players here. Can this come down to the redemptions? Will
18.
it happen? Can Legendarium do it? A big 35 barrage. Catching the freeze.
Nah, it's over.
Gets the barrage on
1-1.
Legendarium. So close for Legendarium to 2-0 there and step into the match point. But Oda, again, 4 staff bashes and still manages to just win. He would have been so upset if he lost that by just a thread of health. The Mika death reversed. Staff bashes on the board. Bit unfortunate there.
You guys can hear this video just fine, right? It's not too quiet.
1 point on the board ties it up versus Legendarium, and we were stepping into the match.
Here, I'll turn up the
volume
volume actually. There you go. Now it should be better.
That's what I want to see. You know, that's the gear there. We've seen it before. Noxious Halberds. Prediction.
Hopefully get lucky in the next few
50
cases so you can
hit.
do other stuff. Of
Or
course,
0.
absolutely, bro. Absolutely. I'm so tired of being in Prif and doing the CG shit. I want to move on, bro. I want to move on to so many other things.
Fight. But if there's one thing you can't do with Odeblock, it's count him out. Doesn't matter if he's got 5 hit points or 50 anglerfish in his inventory.
I'm gonna AFK. I'm gonna AFK right now. It's okay. I'll come back for like halfway through this fight anyways. I'll be right back.
But you have to say, Bodhi, Legendarium is showing that he is here to play and he has a chance in this fight. And we're going into the max NH setup.
Yes, again, I think Nox Hollies again. Let's change the question. Do you reckon it's going to hit a 50 or a 25 as the first hit? See, now you have to think about this, you know?
Yeah. You know what? I'm going with the 25. Let's see it. I'm
going to go with a 54 is the hit I think that's going to be first. But again, Noxious Halberds, when we catch these DDs, every other setup we've got, DMM, Pure, Standard and H, Zerka, all of those, no Mithril Seeds in play. If you get the freezes down, the Noxious Halberd can hit diagonally on the step outs, but no other build can actually do that. Now, I'm looking at the inventories right now, and it looks like both players are correct on this, ladies and gentlemen. 43! Oh, instantly retaliate with a 36 Blood Barrage. Welcome to the Crusader Classic 2026. We are in the semi-finals right now. Odeblock versus Legendarium, the American, versus the Australian on UK ping. Neither of these people are on their home turf. Small Void Waker coming in now on Prey Mage, even smaller or the same damage back. I want to say a 16 into an 18 now. 1-1 currently. Odeblock taking the second match and Legendarium taking the debut match between these two fighting if they didn't already meet in the brackets beforehand. And I have a feeling they've not fought before, but I cannot confirm that right now. I do not have it in front of me. So here we go, Evie.
Yeah, very interesting here. I see Legendarium is camping his Eladinus' ward. Has quite significantly worse defenses than the Dragon Fire Shield. But he gets a nice 54 there off prayer with the Void Waker from way downtown. And both players once again frozen across from each other. And Legendarium now has on the Dragon Fire Shield, bringing those defenses up. Maybe just forgot that it was in his inventory for a second there. But both players in this max bracket very well versed in this gear setup. And we can see Lag with an early advantage there, but has used both his specs. There's a 37 there with the Noxious Halberd. So nice and right in the middle of both our predictions there with that Nox Halley. But big bolt there from Legendarium, bringing it back for a second. And once again in the driver's seat, a 1-1 here at the moment. If he can pull this one off and go to match point, he's going to be in a very good position. Having a look at the inventories again, Oda has 7 anglerfish in the inventory. There goes another Nox Halley. No damage back. Who's going to get the freeze here? Does Lag have a freeze on Oda and he's not going for the DDs, waiting for him to get unfrozen? There goes the Nox Halley. Oda running from way downtown with the Halley out, no shield on. Once again, you have that Nox Halley on, you don't have a shield on, and you are very susceptible to damage. Now has the DD advantage on a 36 bolt. That is exactly what you want to see in this fight if you're Oda Block at this point. Was currently on the back foot, but hits a 36 bolt with that freeze, brings it back. Now both players are even. A 25 on prayer there with the Void Waker. Laganarium very well predicted it, and a big bolt there again from Oda Block. The bolts are coming in so nice for him right now, Bodhi.
This is true. Oda had 7 anglerfish 40 seconds ago, and he still has 7 anglerfish, and his hit points is sat at 99. So all this damage come around has been 100% him. 31 on the Halley. Laganarium just kind of hasn't really been able to turn any damage back onto Oda Block in this one. And now Oda Block has actually taken the lead. Laganarium had the beginning of this fight, but Oda has managed to bring this back, and it be good. We did find out these two have met before in the qualifiers. Small Void Waker on the Prey Mage, I believe there, where they were fighting in pure, and Oda won 2-1, and Laganarium actually took the first loss from Oda Block. He also has taken his 3rd loss with the other one to, oh no, I think Peta might have got him now. Both Void Wakers have gone there, 0% spec on both. Oda still has 5 anglerfish, Laganarium just the one with 55 HP. I think this is going to be a pretty tough one to bring back, but this gear, only a couple of 50s and you're instantly back in the game, but that can go either way, and Laganarium only has 66 hit points to work with.
Yeah, and here we go. It's going to take something special. Oda on 121 hit points right now. Still 2 anglerfish in his inventory. I feel like Laganarium has been out for a long time here. Both players not taking too much damage, but the bolts for Oda Block tonight have been going so crazy. I swear he's hitting so many bolts on Laganarium at the moment, but now out of food. 34 hit points for Laganarium, 98 hit points for Oda Block. Does catch a freeze here, 22. Both players frozen. Can he get a redemption off? Oda's going to be going for a lot of barrages here to try and stop Laganarium from getting that redemption. Lag going to be going for blood barrages to try and get his health back, and there it is. That is enough to do it. And it is 2-1 to Oda Block in the semifinals.
Every time the redemptions are right there, and it's always just a KO, man. Like, just hit an 8, trigger the redemption, hit a 20, trigger the redemption. I want to see 5 going back and forth, you know, just to get stuck in there. Oda, though, 2-1 on the Laganarium. We will be stepping into, obviously, match point for Oda Block. Laganarium now requires 2 defeats on Oda Block back-to-back for him to progress in this tournament. And again, with him being from Australia, you can tell us here, Eviescape, but is UK ping his best advantage, assuming the other qualifiers are US East and US West?
Did Oda win?
Is there a different qualifier where he may have slightly better odds due to lower ping?
I think for sure this would be his worst chance. So the fact that he's made it to the semis in his worst chance and could possibly qualify in his worst chance is a very, very good sign for Laganarium right now. 350 ping is a night and day difference versus 180. Don't get me wrong. 180, 200 ping is bad, but you can really tell the difference between a US West world, a US East world, and a UK world. It is a crazy night and day difference.
Oh, I just had to know that one there, but that is okay. Obviously, we can't write him off yet. It is 2-1 to Oda. Oda still has to defeat him one more time to actually do that. The next fight will be.
Did Oda Block just clean him or what?
Seeing the high mage.
Wait, let me just see real quick.
They'll be here for the debut. Well, not the debut, but we will see them again between Laganarium and Oda Block. They haven't fought on Berserker yet. They've only fought before this on Pure. So therefore, if this fight does go down to the tiebreak here, they will meet again on the build that they met on in the qualifiers. AGS and Oda Block immediately off prayer 32. AGS from Laganarium on prayer 37 right there. That's RuneScape for you, Eviescape. And that is that right. Let's see what goes on.
That is RuneScape for you indeed. Sometimes you do everything right and there's nothing you can do about it. But here we go, the Zerka build. I said I was very excited to see some players fight on this build and see if they thought the same as us and they went real mage heavy with those blood barrages, because
that Armadillo God Sword or whatever can hit for like 80 or something.
There's no
so he might try to set up to just one tap
him. Mage defense is a lot lower than the other builds, and we are seeing basically exactly that heavy on the mage for both of these players. We see a range and mage battle now, both frozen across from each other, basically the same time. Odablock got that freeze, immediately stepped out and got caught. So they're going to be unfrozen around the same time. We see 60% special attack energy for both these players right now. Oda pulls out the whip, tries to get one as Legendarium comes in. And that's just experience right there, knowing when Legendarium is going to be unfrozen, expecting him to come in for a melee attack and just having the whip out ready. But Legendarium, also experienced, knows that that's exactly what he's going to be expecting and doesn't let him get it off. Both players now frozen right next to each other. We're seeing a lot of blood barrages coming in. Are we going to see the AGS pulled out here from either player, 70% special attack energy, or are they going to keep that spec in the chamber? We see Oda praying a lot of melee here, Bodhi. This is exactly what we talked about with keeping one of the specs in the chamber.
Damn, he's getting fucked.
Legendarium with a lot of big damage in those last few hits there. Odablock doesn't have any brews left again. He opts to use those brews early in the fight. 6 hard food, 54 hit points versus Legendarium. 8 hard food and only the 1 dose of brew. And if Legendarium can use that dose correctly, which he has done, he will be potted for the rest of this fight. There is no disadvantage he has now in order for taking Odablock out in the Zerka build to tie this up. The hits from Legendarium. The AGS, it was on
so close.
Probably could have done it. Odablock could have died to the stab patch there.
Oh my god, he's getting fucked.
He's got 2-1 food left in his inventory.
How is he out of food?
Has so much food.
Does he not know? He doesn't know he has the food.
Oh, incredible.
Oh, he does. Okay.
Oda, pull out these redemptions. I want to see these redemptions.
Yo! Oh my god, that scared me. Holy shit, it was so loud.
40% on Legendarium, but Legendarium.
Dylan, that was so loud, bro.
100 hit.
5 more laps gone oversell.
That was 42 HP. Legendarium genuinely could have died right there. It was actually a giant chance.
Holy
fuck.
fuck.
11 HP.
Wait, but he has no spec. Sorry, Dylan. Sorry. This is so insane.
He has an AGS spec. Pop it on the parade. It's actually
the
a 0.
thing.
Odablock can actually still do this. He's typed in the fight.
Oh, redemption.
Ever type in a fight. The fight is not over until the player has 0 HP. If Legendarium loses this now, that typing, he is going to hate it forever. Odablock has the DD. It only takes a couple of 35 bolts hit to bring Oda back, and he's 25 HP from Blood Barrage. Just dropped down to 10. Unfortunately, Legendarium has the freeze. AGS, it was on the prey though, but Odablock is still standing right now. And again, if Legendarium,
oh my god, if he wins this,
Odablock is about to even up this fight.
Odablock is so low on HP. Oh my god,
Odablock taking Legendarium out. He's 31 HP. He can be killed by any weapon on the map. He got chance on the 21 whip. He has 1 food in the inventory. He's sealed it. Odablock has the freeze. He's 15 HP. Legendarium,
oh my god!
Down. Odablock is in the lead. He's
it's a tie!
I think it's a tie.
That was a tie!
Oh my god!
God.
Odablock managed to bring back a 200 hit point advantage. Legendarium typed in the game. You never, well, my rule, never type until your opponent has died. The fact that Oda just brought that back, I know for a fact he just got 27,000 gifted just for that performance. That is absolutely incredible.
What?
I genuinely
that was so cool.
They both died.
Holy
at the same time
shit!
on that, but I also
Dylan again, dude. Thank you for the 5, bro. 1544 is the number now. Is the new number, dude. Thank you so much, Dylan. You're doing so much right now, man. What the fuck?
Who has the skull, which
I don't even know if Oversell's even here, bro, and you're still doing it.
Momentarily on who the winner of that fight was.
Thank you so much,
in a moment. The referees
thank you so much, bro.
As we speak, if Oda is to find the winner from the tracker, Oda will have moved on to qualify for Rally. And if
they do it on tracker.
Legendarium gets it, he brings it up to a tie in the points and will need to beat Oda again in order to qualify.
Wow.
Evie, what do you think? I'm personally hoping Legendarium takes the win there and it's 2-2. I would love to see one more fight between these two.
Yeah, 100%. It's come down to the wire in every single fight so far. And I mean, only Odablock can do that, dude. Coming back from 200 hit points down with 10 HP. Only Odablock can do that.
That was incredible. So, Holy fuck. 10 HP to 200.
From him. Well, I'm so interested to find out who died first there. I mean, in the last fight where it was a death at the same time, it was the person that fell over first was the one that died first. So, but unfortunately, there was a DD this time, so we couldn't see what went on. We have no idea what's going on. Obviously, the refs are going to look into it and figure out who won, who was who, and we'll find out very soon.
We've got the tracker. I've never seen this before. They're both dead on the tracker. It doesn't actually say one died first, so I'm guessing they both died at the same time. And the tracker ignores PID. That's my only prediction. As far as I'm aware, based on that information, again, we'll let the referees look down on what's going to happen. It does look like potentially it was a tie. But again, I'm not the referee of this. I'm just the caster. So I'm going to let them work out what's going on before I provide any more information there. But I'll be deadly honest. If Odablock takes the win or if Legendarium takes the win, I don't care. Because just seeing that comeback alone was incredible.
Cinema. Absolute cinema. You really couldn't ask for any more from a PK tournament. Coming down to the wire and, there's so much on the line. Regardless of the fact that there's, a $10,000 prize pool on the line here.
Evie's
got some info?
One of them was alive, I think, for 358 game ticks, and the other was alive for 359 game ticks. Now, I don't know if that's what I've read. They're putting all the information in. Again, we're going to wait and see what the referee says here. So, again, I'm just saying the information I'm being provided on if this
Dude, if Legendarium wins this, that means it's a 2-2 tie.
Different statistic there, but I've never seen this one before, so I'm gonna have to see. I'm personally just hoping that Legendarium gets this win, just so we get to see that best of 5 the Zerka fight. I don't think we've not seen the Zerka fight yet. Unless I'm wrong, I don't think we've seen the Zerka fight yet in these semi-finals. But if Odablock does take it and does move on immediately into the qualifier, what a performance from him at the back end of that tournament.
We have the results.
Oh, is it confirmed by the refs?
We have the results. Oh my God, Bodhi. Oda won by a single tick. He is going to
Oda's going to
the
the final.
land in Raleigh. What an insane comeback.
That is actually incredible. It looks like Odablock has actually won by a single game tick here. Again, Mika is screaming at his screen right now because Oda's managed to do that 2 times. But, ladies and gentlemen, we have our first qualifier of the Crusader Classic 2026 going to Raleigh in North Carolina to compete on the land stage for $10,000 prize pool. We have Odablock losing 0 matches against anyone, the only undefeated player of the first qualifiers. I believe Oda is confirmed. We will wait and see, but it does look like no one is contesting this in the Discord, and it looks like Oda has won by a single tick. If there is a retaliation from me, I do apologize, but we will wait and see. No one's confirmed if more information needs to be done at this point. But as far as I'm aware, Odablock is the first competitor who has qualified, and unfortunately for anyone here who is a fan of Odablock, we will not be seeing him on the next 3 qualifiers of the Crusader Classic 2026. He has completed his job at the start. He now puts his feet up and waits for the LAN in North Carolina.
What a crazy fight. I'm speechless, Bodhi. I'm speechless. Like,
he did it.
Come back
Oda
into
won.
the double death.
He's qualified now. He's going to the finals.
1 tick longer, and now he's going to Raleigh for the LAN. Absolutely insane.
Can't beat a bot. Yeah, for real. He's so crazy with it.
Punch in the air right now because Legendarium unfortunately not going to come through. And are we jumping straight into the fight here? Peta versus Reese. Here we go, and they're going to be starting with DMM. The next one will be Pure, then Standard, Max, Main, Zerk. So Pure for the second one. Very, very interesting. We see a Void Waker off prayer there from Peta. Has the advantage to start this fight. 32 VLS off prayer as well. Really putting in a lot of movement. Reese almost completely out of bruise already to start this fight. Has 100% special attack energy, so hasn't got a spec off just yet. Gets a freeze. Here we go. What's he going to go with? He goes with the VLS. Peta with the melee prayer. Perfectly predicts what he's going to go for. Reese just going to take a second here. Gain his composure. Go for those Mori jabs. There's a Vengeance coming back. Goes for another VLS at 63. That's a huge one, Bodhi.
I was there, I'm not Reese, but I was there. As soon as I saw that 63, I know he has 50% spec. Instant Void Waker after that. Surely you get that off the prayer a lot of
Yo, Faz, you're just a fucking goat, bro. Literally, I'm looking over at my donations on the left, and it's just your name. I only see your name, bro. Normally, it's just fucking Oversell and a couple other people, but like, Just
the
you
lead on
right
this
now
fight
today,
is
dude?
absolutely
You're so
crazy,
fucking
but
awesome,
Reese has
man.
managed to instantly even
I'm so
this up
happy,
as
bro.
long as
Thank
he
you
doesn't
so
get
much.
KO'd here right now. But Reese still has 60% special attack right now. Peta does have 20%. And just to jump back to what we said, it is now confirmed in the Discord that Oda Block is definitely the winner and has definitely competed.
Wow.
Unfortunate to Legendarium, though. 49 with the Mori Javelin on Peta there. Reese, the master of the tracker, the captain of the Reese Rhinoceroses, and Peta, the person who has stepped up to do well. Will he be enough to take Reese out in a best of 5? The winner of this will be the second person of the Crusader Classics that will qualify. And then we will see a match between the losers of the brackets. Legendarium will face the loser of these fights right now. And I'm going to say it, Evie. This is neck and neck.
Yeah, very, very close. You said the word neck. I just heard solo mission arc up for a second there. It is down to one anglerfish of Reese. He's had to eat his last one right now. Peta is going to eat an anglerfish as well, knowing that Reese is stepping under him and eating 30% special attack energy here for Reese, though. Can definitely get a VLS off, and Peta knows that. Melee prayer for every single hit. Might have been nice for Reese to just hold on to that one for 1 second, but 82 hit points left. Peta going to use his last anglerfish here. 97 hit points to 82. It's such a close fight right now. Either of these players could take it down. There's a big Venge coming in for Reese and a Venge back for Peta. More damage coming back for Reese, but it doesn't matter because if you got a Venge off and you get hit, you're still taking damage. Here goes a redemption for Peta. Reese coming in with a Blood Barrage as well, up to 73 hit points. Peta does have a 25% special attack energy. Can go for the VLS. He goes for it. Gets a 39. Reese needs to catch this
WU for
freeze.
trying to entertain
34
everyone.
hit points for Reese. 13
Yeah,
hits Peta.
there's only so much entertainment I can do when it's
Oh,
we just fucking killed him.
That one
Jesus.
really came down to the wire right
This is
when
a
I'm doing
very
agility, you know,
important
like there's only so
fight
much
for
I can do,
Reese. We are
Faz.
on
Like
the UK ping. He is the only
It is what it
standing
is, man.
UK player left. If he does not qualify now, it is going to be hard.
it's a little quiet right now in the stream. There's not really anyone here, so
first win on
it's,
Peta as
it looks
well
like it's just
in
you,
that
bro,
on
and
the
maybe
Dead Mammoth
Artemis.
gear as
I
well.
don't know.
Must be huge
But,
for Reese right now. Congratulations to him.
It says
on
we
the
have 6
1-0
viewers, so that we have
against
some
Peta. We'll be
lurkers
jumping
just
into Pure
lurking
in
around.
just a moment. But again, we jumped into that and
Not
Peta,
talking.
I'll be honest, Evie, we caught the fight a bit late, but Peta did like 200
Just gotta
damage
keep grinding.
in the first 10
Just gotta keep
seconds.
grinding this. Get it out.
Yeah,
Get it out of the way.
yeah,
You know.
it was
Push,
crazy
push,
to
push,
see,
push, push.
but Reese manages to bring it back, and you know, sometimes these players get on the back foot and they just stay composed. That's the important thing. I think that's what separates you know, players like me from players like them. They can stay composed in situations where they're getting absolutely.
Yeah, Steven
cooked.
is gone. He
We're
went to
going to be
sleep.
jumping into the Pure next, and the Pure. A lot of skill involved, but a lot of RNG as well. And these ones can go either way. Speaking of momentum, you know, speaking of getting on the back foot, that is something that can happen very, very quickly in these Pure fights.
Yeah, I'm good. I mean, we just saw the Max main Pure fight with the Deadman mode gear. You know, I will still say it's my personal favorite. We haven't seen a KO yet. I am hoping we see one, but again, we only have a couple fights left, and we are now the best of the best. You know, the people that have qualified, these are the best in the bracket throughout the whole thing right now. But we will have Reese versus Peta again in a moment. 1-0 to Reese right now, stepping forward. His ping advantage right now, potting up. But Pure momentum. Damage, no defense. We just saw Peta do so much damage to Reese. Oh, they barraged before the fireworks went off. We will have to get a reset on that. We have a hard
to the
rule
stream
that if you
still,
barrage before
Artemis.
the fireworks, then there will be a reset. So
looks like Oda Block won, by the way, Artemis,
just
if you didn't
a
know.
moment, we'll let the
Let me see.
referees sort everything back
He
out
won
there.
just
Mistakes do
barely.
happen, but
I
again,
mean, he
if you lay
was.
down,
It
technically
would
the
still
wall
be an
rules
even game if
beforehand,
he
it
lost
is
that game,
simply
but
barrage one tick before the fireworks. Restart the fight.
yeah, that was a crazy
no
last
excuses
fucking
or
game.
anything.
Holy
You know,
shit,
if
he
you
came
were
back
taking,
from
like,
10
especially
HP
pure
to
fights,
200.
if you're fighting
And he fucking
someone
killed him.
barrages you a tick early, the fight continues, you lose by one tick.
Now we're
We've
watching
seen
the
it twice.
last
Well,
two
they're
people to
like,
qualify
right,
for
you want
the
to
event.
argue your place. We want to try and keep
Yeah.
all of that. Let's just say drama out the way. If you hit early, restart the fight. No dramas. Back into the next one in just about 30 seconds.
Yep. And, you know, Reese trying to get in a little early there, like he is when the boss brings in pizza to work. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you can't do that in this tournament. He's going to have to take a step back, and we're going to have to restart that one. And like you said, especially in the Pure fights, that extra hit means so much damage. With such little defense, we talk about the tracker a lot, but the expected hit one hit in a pure fight can be the difference between winning and losing, you know?
That is true. I mean, you can start a last man standing game, be pure. Someone just barrages you, you splash the barrage, then they pit DDS, you're down 90 health straight away. You're like, oh, great, you know, and then the fight's like over. That could happen, you know, like somebody goes for a freeze, someone goes for the bolt, they get like a 38 or something like that bolt, and then they just hit the DDS when they try to go for the freeze again. They miss the pre melee, 30 spec, bam, 98 HP, just gone like that. So again, we are trying to keep this as fair as possible. So there's basically no excuses in any of the fights right now. Again, you could maybe say Legendary could argue that he double death with Oda and it should be a tie, but everything we've looked at is it looks like Oda Block survived in the arena for one game tick longer than Legendary, so that is why we're using that to decide the winner, which sucks because I really wanted the best of 5. I wanted to see them on the Zerka setup. We may know Zerka looks like it's always going to be the tiebreaker on this one, assuming a 2-2 in this situation. But speaking of 2-2, 1-0 to Reese versus Peta at this moment, and we are stepping into Pure momentarily while they set things up. It should not be too long, but again, we're going to get a fair fight, and we're going to get a quick fight, because let's face it, there's going to be a lot of damage coming out from these players.
Yeah, you got to trust in the refs in this one. We've got the best refs in the game. You know, he might have said some questionable words during DMM All-Stars in a few voice calls, but shout out the refs in this tournament. And here we go, jumping into the pure fight. We see a DDS to start out with for Peta,
1-0 for Reese.
And Reese catches the freeze. Unfortunately, can't get the DD advantage. Gets frozen across the way. And now we are in a range and mage battle. We see a lot of blood barrages coming in here as well. See, this is the difference between guys like me and guys like them. I'm sitting here thinking it's a pure. The bolt must be the way to go, but we see a lot of blood barrages coming back and forth for these guys, just trying to keep their health as high as they possibly can and get as many odds as they possibly can. Both players once again frozen right next to each other. Let's see if Reese is going to pull his DDS out finally. He has got 100% special attack energy, especially in these pure fights with a weapon that has 25% special attack, and he's nearly dead. Stop, Bash Modi.
I was going to say Reese's health went so low, so early and pure. That's not where you want to be, especially when your brew doses are already running quite low. Obviously, Reese has 4 to Peta's 1 at this point, but even if you're forced to pray melee there, they're basically like, you cannot pray anything but melee or you're risking. Like, oh, it's the volatile! Oh my god!
He just KO'd him!
The volatile KO onto, no, it's Peta! It was Peta that got the volatile KO! He managed to do
my
it,
god!
the game 1-1. Even what did you say before? You used the spec. If it works, you look like a genius. If it doesn't, you do not
Another
look like a genius. Oh,
was that you, Fez?
God,
5 less laps.
paid off. What a
5
kill.
less laps. Is that you, Fez? Who was that?
That is so crazy.
Yo!
Yeah, like I said, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Dude, thank you so
Right now,
much.
it's working. Peta
1539, new number. Holy shit, man.
Special attack
That was you. Okay.
Just not expecting
Thank you, Faz, bro. Bro, what are you doing, man? You're so fucking awesome.
To the dome, he got absolutely microwaved.
Oh my god, bro. Dude, thank you so much, Faz. Like, you're actually so goated for that.
I'm a little upset about that one. I don't know if Reese was expecting
Thank
to
you,
win
bro.
the pure,
Thank you. Holy shit.
It's very, like, you can say it's anyone's game just due to momentum damage, all that stuff. But anyone's game between players of
I'm so appreciative of you, bro. You're fucking,
against some of the best
you're
pure
amazing.
NHs in the game.
Thank you.
They'll win 100 times out of 100 in there. But for that fight to end so early, we got our KO. But we didn't get, you know, the Venge Trinket KO or anything. But that's the pure game over. Peta KOs Reese. With the volatile as well, it's like I said, the health goes low. You're borderline forced to pray melee. And I think Peta knew that. Dumped the spec. Got rewarded from it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be jumping into standard NH setup here. A setup that both of these players know incredibly well. So this should hopefully be a very good fight. Huge 40 bolt from Reese immediately, though. That's exactly what you want to see. But Peta does have the blood barrage. Sorry, the death dart down, and he's doing a lot of damage into the staff bash. It is 1. Oh my god, huge claw from Peta.
Those Reese guys getting fucked up.
It's the blood one. You're forced to pray melee again. You can get the barrage. It's another barrage on the prey range of Reese, though. And unfortunately, no damage. Momentum slowing down. Reese will unfreeze now, but can he return with a freeze? Immediately caught on Peta. A lot of time to work with it. Peta does not get the refreeze here. 1-1 on this board. Best of 5. The winner of this game, Reese versus Peda will be automatically qualified to play in the grand final LAN in North Carolina for $10,000. What are we saying, Evie, so far with this? 3 full brews still on Peda.
Faz, I said 1534, right?
Reese,
That's the number.
In your head
I'm pretty
about
sure.
that last one. I'm sure he sat there sucking down a Diet Coke, asking himself, "Why'd you get volatile?" And he's in here getting absolutely cooked again by Peda. The great start from Peda, you have to say. The RNG coming in his favor at the start of this fight, and he's taken full advantage
what are we at, by the way?
that momentum that he has.
1137. So I need
over Reese
407 more.
Well. Reese, once again, doesn't have that DD advantage, and Peda is the schmovement on this man. Is so clean. Reese finally
I said 1544, right? What the fuck did I just say? Holy shit, my brain.
Attack energy might hold on to that one with the claws.
What did I just say, Faz?
A few more bolts off Prez. We see Peda.
Is it 1544 or 1534? I think 15. That attack, what did I just say?
Knows that Reese can't attack him at the same
1534.
time. So
okay.
Bottoms on. This is exactly what I'm talking about with these guys.
394.
Claw off prayer for a 0. That is not what you want to see if you're better, but he is still in the driver's seat.
No, 396.
6 anglers and 3
396
to
go.
Has 8 anglers,
oh my
2.5 brews. That is a massive, massive food advantage. And a 25 claw there.
Wait, let me just
from Reese. Not as big as you want to see, but
sure
was on melee prayer. There's a bolt off prayer on Robes and a 32 for Peda, and he's absolutely dominating this fight, buddy.
As of right now, Reese must be, I mean, he knows this game pretty well, and I know that he knows that he can get back into this
396,
fight. You know, again, it all can come down to a single freeze.
396 laps to go.
A couple of big whips, maybe one
I can get it done tonight now, Faz. It is totally doable tonight. Thanks to you, bro. You're helping me out. You're making this possible. It's getting done tonight. We're getting all these laps done tonight, dude. Tonight.
And it's whoever can do the most damage.
Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped to get out of here.
And has a full 15 seconds. Again, a claw off the prayer. Minimal damage, I'm telling. Swap it for Armadillo God Swords. You know, we would have seen at least a 70 at this point, and someone could have died. But the food situation for Reese is slowly trickling away with only the 3 anglers and matched health right now. 14 difference between Reese. Does he get frozen here? He might want to try and heal up here. I think that might have been through the prayer before Peda potentially gets a full freeze on Reese, which he just got, and then uses this to his advantage. Although Reese does get the refreeze immediately, so now they are in a major range battle. But again, the food situation is not favoring Reese in this fight.
Oh, he's getting fucked up, man.
Not at all. Down to just 2 anglerfish, and he's going to have to eat both of them right now. That being said, Peda down to 5 anglerfish himself with 61 hit points. So the food situation is 4 in advantage. 88 hit points, and 88 hit points can turn so quickly in one of these fights. That's just a couple of whip hits. So Reese definitely not out of this fight just yet. Peda down to 2 anglers, just like I said. Reese bringing it back just a little bit. A nice 33 bolt. Needs to catch a freeze here. Goes for another bolt. Gets a proc. Unfortunately, it's only a 13. Takes a 32 back. Down to 15 hit points. Can he get a redemption off? He's going to go for a freeze as well. Goes for another bolt. Doesn't get frozen here. Peda does get the freeze. Does have the DD advantage now. Is he going to take it? Reese, unfortunately,
2-1.
Gets taken out.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Peda, I believe, had the lead the whole time this fight and just constricted Reese down until the food supply was gone, commanding from Peda. You could see, like, if the odds were in the fight, it's just boom, 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 all the way down. Fairly one-sided fight there, and I think Reese would be quite upset that, again, in the standard setup, probably one of his stronger ones as well. Unfortunately, didn't manage to get the lead-taking point right there. Peta has now advanced to 2 points out of 1. He's entering match point in max main gear in a moment, and I'm going to say it again, we have not had a Zerka fight between these people, so I'm going to have to say I am hoping that Reese can take down Peta in this fight so we can see that deciding fight on the Zerka build. But again, to reiterate, Reese is on UK ping. This is his best advantage to getting through, and if he does unfortunately fall short here, again, Peda is automatically qualifying into the final with Oda Block to compete in Rally for the prize pool. But Max Main coming up here, match point for Peta.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, Reese, this is a must win for him, especially on his ping. It's his best opportunity to get through to the qualifier. And then if he was to lose here, he's going to have to go up against Laganarium as well, who is no slouch. Obviously, the ping difference there will be absolutely crazy. But here we go on the max main. We know Reese, very, very experienced in this setup. He spent a lot of time. Oh, we see a poke there from Peta with the Halley. He's going to probably switch over to the swipe now. You definitely don't want to be poking with that Halberd consistently in this fight. And a poke from Reese as well. So if these guys potentially not used this setup before, not put their Halleys on the right style, there goes the Void Waker. Only a 19 on prayer there for Reese. The Halley is out for Peta right now. No. Oh, there's a 36 barrage. He has no shield on. Finally gets it back on. The Halley still on poke for Peta as well. Don't think he's noticed just yet. Hasn't swapped it over. There's a Void Waker on prayer for a 17. Peta now with the DD advantage.
Yeah, they're both poking with a Halley, and I'm going to say, these guys know this stuff. But is stabbing with that Noxious Halberd here really better than slashing? I don't want to answer yes, but again, I'm not the one to tell these people their business. They know this very well. I'm going to be honest. Holy Jesus, I was about to say the
I think Reese is about to get eliminated here.
In the last 4 hits. Oh my God, make that 5 hits. Peta is just putting a lot of damage on Reese. I'm thinking this is all through prayer as well. That was on prayer range. Reese is getting cooked. Oh, Peta is getting all the damage right now, and Reese is just getting squashed. I do not know. Oh, that was a chance there
nice
on
hit.
the Nox Halley. 54 health. Assuming Peta was
Nice.
potted up. Reese has misclicked and actually withdrawn all the runes from his rune pad,
Boom.
which I do believe is a strategy to keep his shield in the right place when the Nox Halley's wielded. That's actually really smart. 58 Void Waker, though, for Peta. On to Reese. Reese gets bolted on Prey Mage. There it is, a 0, and his food is almost already out. And the problem is when he eats those top anglers, if that is a strategy to keep his DFS or his shields in the right place. I mean, his shield went off to the side of the thing. As soon as those anglers get eaten, his shield's going to the top of the inventory.
Yeah, and that is a great strategy from Reese there. Honestly, I would not have thought of that one myself. With the Halberd coming out, your shield comes off. You need to make sure that your weapons and armor are in the right spots at all times. You don't want to get confused in the middle of these fights, but Peta with a huge, huge advantage right now. Got the 2 anglers and the brew. Oh, and there goes a big one there for Reese. And it's looking pretty good for Peta at this time.
Oh, dude, but it's food, though. It's looking kind of even a little bit.
Very close.
It's fully even now.
It's closer than I thought it was. I've just
Reese has less HP. Oh, he got hit hard.
105 versus Reese on 38. Again, the odds are there, but Reese was getting absolutely annihilated, I thought. The fact that it's this close as well, I guess we've been missing how Reese that's
he got froze back. Oh, and they're together.
This freeze in this range.
And
Reese
it's over.
does fall to Peta, and that is match point. And ladies and gentlemen, we have our second qualifier to the finale of the Crusader Classic 2026, competing in a LAN in Raleigh, North Carolina for $10,000. Peta with a 3-1 onto Reese, joining Odablock in the final of today. The final of today does
I gotta say, dude, that KO that the Peta guy did,
but there is a
definitely made the difference of that entire fight.
We'll actually have a lot of odds in the finale to win everything.
So now it's going to be Odablock versus him?
Versus Peta, again, will be coming up momentarily.
Yeah.
And it is more important than the previous ones because, again, this is with the seeding in the finale for the cash prize.
Oh, it's for the seeding now. They're both guaranteed to get to land, but this is the seed.
You were mentioning, this is Reese's ping.
I might not even be able to watch this whole thing because I have to go at 5.
Reese is just going to have the odds here?
I mean, Reese has crazy odds here. There's no doubt about it. Even if these two were going in on an even footing at the start of this fight, I think you would say that Reese potentially the better PK out of the two. Even if they were on an equal footing, 350 ping compared to none is just an insane deficit to overcome. So Laganarium is going to have his work cut out for him right here. Let me tell you, buddy.
Yeah, it's very, very true. But again, you could argue the same when he had to fight Odablock. But I do think, again, if you took at this, it is potentially going to be that ping difference that we looked at when it was Torvesta versus Peta. But Peta still took that 3-1. He also then defeated Reese. Peta himself simply cleared all the UK streamers from this roster single-handedly. Torvesta in the first round from the UK. Reese in the second round from the UK. He's just done it himself. Now, I am going to find out if there is actually a confirmed finale fight between Odablock and Peta? I believe there is, but I'm not 100% sure. However, I do believe there is, so I think we shouldn't be too worried due to the seeding. However, Legendarium versus Reese will be match 7 and our penultimate match of the day today. If so, the winner of this matchup, best of 5, exactly the same as what we have just seen, will be deciding the 3rd place confirmed qualifier for the finale in North Carolina. This is Legendarium from Australia and Reese from the UK, competing on UK-based servers. But before we do jump into any fights,
these other agility people, I'm usually alone on
this
these.
does not mean that Legendarium will not qualify for the finale. There are 3 more competitions coming up. One is tomorrow, and then there is another one next week, and then the day after that
multiple tournaments.
well. The dates in question will obviously
Could have
be
more
the
to watch
12th
when I
of July,
do.
and then I believe it'll be the 18th.
No, I don't have time to watch. If I get the agility done tonight, then I could do CG.
12 competitors for the finale. They will then be flown out to Raleigh, North Carolina, to compete, with the actual finale being on the 26th of July this month. $10,000 and a prize will be there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be jumping into this momentarily, and we're in the Deadman mode setup to begin. I do not know if there's going to be a change of setups, but currently I'm going to go with the default of Deadman mode, pure, standard, max main, and Zerk. I will wait for referees to confirm that, but I can see the very first setup is either Deadman mode or max main.
One of those two, and it is going to be a very, very interesting fight here. Legendarium has his work cut out for him, buddy.
Oh, they're
Yes,
doing the
sir, indeed. Here we
loser
go.
bracket.
Ladies and gentlemen, Legendarium from Australia versus Reese from the UK on the UK service right now. Reese, if he can lock this in again, he will not be seen again in qualifiers and will not need to deal with the UK ping. Unfortunately, one of these two is guaranteed to unfortunately have to come back tomorrow to compete again. But again, as the competition tomorrow will not have the other qualifiers, it means that if Legendarium or Reese do qualify, the person that loses will not be in the qualifiers tomorrow, meaning that the ability to get through will be a much easier playing field for them, considering that Odablock and Peta, who are already qualified, will also not be in the roster tomorrow. There will only be, I believe, 15 people competing for 3 spots in this. Jumping into the fight, though, we're starting with Deadman mode gear into standard NH, pure Zerk, and if we go to the tie break, it will be max. Voidwaker off the prayer there, praying nearly 35 damage coming in. That was from Reese. Legendarium as well has been showing today that maybe, just maybe, ping, anyone that complains about high ping, it's not an issue. Again, these people, they have the experience of playing on this ping, but if he can step to Reese on Reese's home thing, Legendarium is proving that a lot of people may really have been sleeping on his performance for winning this entire thing, myself included, I will have to admit, simply because I have been saying I think the top 4 to take this whole thing, Oda, Peta, Reese, and Panic as well, especially when this will be on LAN, so ping will not be an issue in this situation. Mr. Eviescape, what are you thinking right now with these foods?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we say that Panic is one of the favorites to take this down, but then we remember that him and Legendarium are training partners, and Legendarium has been active in the scene for the last 3 or 4 years where we haven't seen Panic around at all. So maybe we should be swapping those two around, putting Legendarium up in the top for potential to take this entire thing out. But at the moment, 4 food left for Legendarium, 4 food, and a couple of brew doses here for Reese. 80% spec, though, for Legendarium. Can he get a couple of big specs off here, get that momentum going? He's just going to eat up here. Oh, tries to step out a little too early. Gets the Voidwaker. Oh, the Voidwaker off for the 64. That's exactly what I was talking about. That is exactly what I was talking about. The 36. Oh my god, into the 47.
They're even.
He's getting the craziest RNG right now.
Oh my god, he's fucking him up.
Reese down to 33 hit points, 94 hit points to Legendarium, and he's still got that one angler in the inventory. Can he catch the freeze and get the fight going back up against Reese? He tries twice, doesn't catch the freeze. A blood barrage coming in for Reese. Splashes. Legendarium catches the freeze.
Oh.
He's going to have the chance to get the DD under here. Both players going blood barrage for blood barrage here. BB for BB right now, and Legendarium with the DD advantage goes for another blood barrage.
Reese is
catches
looking
it at
low
19.
Here.
There's a Mori jab from Reese at 37. That's a big one. And there goes the BLS. And Laganarium is going to take it out, and he goes up.
This Reese guy's getting
1-0
fucked.
off ping.
That is beautiful. Legendarium, that was the Deadman mode setup, Evie, and I'm just going to say this. Just Legendarium, I know who he is. A lot of people know he is. Big PvP creator, very prolific in the scene. But to now dub him as the Australian demon on the Deadman mode service, we can see why. I do not know if Legendarium has dropped around in the Deadman mode gear. Maybe to Oda. I know he took one. It might have been in that gear. He honestly might be undefeated in the Deadman mode setup right now. And those Deadman mode setups, they will return in the qualifiers, like in the finale, assuming he manages to get himself through. Whether that's today, through this loser's bracket, or if it actually ends up being tomorrow, or even next week as well, we will have to wait and see what that is. But other than that, we are going to be stepping into standard NH. We have the information immediately. Content's not reviewable in my region. Max NH Deadman mode. Oh, apparently has a 25% win rate in that gear, so I'm going to stop talking. that was his only win, apparently.
Hey, regardless, you can tell he's very comfortable in that gear. And if you're in his position right now, you're going to be feeling pretty happy. If you're in Reese's position, you really need to win this one. It's not over if you lose here, but it's not looking good at all. Jumping into the fight, Laganarium with the D claws to start with. On prayer hits a 0. Reese off prayer hits a 0, and off prayer again hits a 0. The whip coming in with a 43 to make up for it, though. Laganarium still with that 50% special attack energy, but Reese at the start of this fight cannot be happy with those Dragon Claws. 0-0, both off prayer at the start of the fight. That could have been a huge bit of momentum for him to start. Instead, Laganarium with the DD advantage and those barrages coming in clutch. Reese catches a blitz, gets a little bit of a freeze timer here, gets another one, a 21 barrage coming in as well. Here goes the bolt. Unfortunately, another 0. The whip's coming in, gets a free hit off as well. A bolt proc back for Laganarium, and the claws off prayer there. That was a 60 or so claw. Didn't quite catch the numbers on that one, but very, very good position here for Laganarium. He's taking the driver's seat at the start of this fight.
I mean, that's like the first time the claws have hit this entire time. You know, I've been asking for HGSs the whole time. I'm happy we actually saw a claw spec. I don't have an argument anymore because people are like, yo, it did hit like a 64 or a 63 or whatever that was. It was in that fight between Legendarium and Reese, and I can't say anything else after that. But again, we're looking at Legendarium's inventory right now. He is 1-0 right now. This is where Reese really needs to get this just to prevent Legendarium from stepping on to that match point.
What the hell? Yo, RuneScape just made a tweet. Hold up. What the fuck? Yo, I can't pull this up on stream, but they made a fucking RuneScape animation of Holland. Look at this. Look at this, look. What the fuck? What the fuck, bro? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Momentum on you, because if you're constantly brewing down, your stats are going to be lowered, your magic level is going to be lower, your attack level is going to be lower, your bolts aren't going to hit as much, so you're giving your opponent basically free odds at the start of the fight to gain momentum. And we have seen how big momentum can be in these fights. Obviously, these players are the best of the best. They can halt that momentum. They can keep cool under pressure. And that's a 0 claw off prayer. I don't think that would have been a chance. Reese actually ate in between the claw hits there. I think he's on 77 hit points right now. I'm not too sure about that one. Maybe a chance there from Laganarium with the claws. And he is definitely in the driver's seat right now. Has almost the same amount of anglerfish as Reese, plus 2 whole brews. He's brewing all the way up right now, 115 hit points, and he's staying very, very healthy, and he's looking in a very good position to go up 2-0 here.
That's very true, and that's what Reese does not want. But again, Reese can always go into these fights with the knowledge that he has the ping advantage. But that's what's making me interested. How do we think Legendarium is going to do, assuming he qualifies, on that 0 ping land? Do you think, like you as an Australian creator, if you jump on a server that had 10 ping, suddenly is everything just strange? Because whenever I play RuneScape and I'm off ping, I can't play the game. I am absolutely diabolical.
I thought exactly that was going to happen at DMM All Stars, but I tell you what, it felt so nice on stage with that 0 ping. Felt like I was right at home.
Yo, Faz, I
think
put a
Laganarian getting to
$100 bet that
land,
Norway's gonna win.
We've seen the performances
It pays
today. We saw the
380
fight
if they
he put
win.
up against Oda
I
Block
could
on
have cashed out
350 ping.
until up
be a
until
man
like
to be
2
feared
hours
at
ago or
that
something.
land.
So now I'm
If
locked
he
in.
can get himself there, and
They
by
have
the
to win
looks
in
of it,
regular
this
time,
fight,
though.
it's looking very good for him to go up 2-0,
gonna be crazy.
be on match point
We'll see.
to take out that third spot in the qualifier today. Reese eating the last
I've
bit
never
of his
made a
food,
bet.
94 hit
I'm just so
points here.
motivated that like he's
Then
gonna
we
win.
see
You
a
know?
freeze from Laganarium. He's got 3 anglerfish and a brew. He's just going to try and stay as healthy as possible and hopefully not see a comeback like he saw against Odablock in the previous round. He's got a good couple hundred hit point advantage right now. The last thing he wants that to happen is the exact same thing as last time. 56 hit points for Reese. He catches the freeze. Is this the beginning of the comeback? It is. The 28 Blood Barrage goes back up
32.
to 63. Another 32 Blood Barrage. Oh my God, he's getting so much health back. Both players about to get a spec back. Lag going for the whip hits. Down to just anglerfish now. He's going to have to eat up. Otherwise, he's going to get chanced by a bolt there. 40% special attack energy. Is he going to wait for it? He's going to go for the barrage. He went for an ice barrage there instead of a blood barrage. Bolt from Reese, both zeros. And there goes the claws. Unfortunately, only a 12. There goes the claws from Reese, and it's a 48. Is it going to happen to him again? There's no way it's going to happen to him again. I don't believe it. Does he catch the freeze?
Oh my God, it's so close.
The
Oh my God, it's so
They're
close.
going in. There was bolts up prayer and everything. It's literally a game of RNG. It's 18 health. It's a step bash from Legendarium.
Oh my God.
That means
Oh my God.
He gets the step under straight away. No, Reese is unfrozen.
Oh my God.
They're both going for this. It's like someone needs to do something. Let's see some redemptions. I've wanted redemptions
Oh
the whole
my
time.
God.
Where was the redemption? Reese, the ball up prayer. It's a 0. There's nothing going on. Redemptions are from Legendarium. It's
Oh,
20
yeah.
years. The redemption doesn't proc. Reese gets the DD with the freeze. Redemption's still up right now. The health is solo. Reese with the
I got him! It's 1-1 for Reese.
Legendarium falls to Reese with the 200 health advantage. The second time, unfortunately.
The
he's
second
been
time,
unable
really?
to close the fight. He did not type in game that time, though. It was just Reese locking in with the nerves of steel there, proving why he should be the captain.
First bet I ever
of the
made was
Reese Rhinos,
$1 and made
bringing that
2,000?
back and preventing
What?
Legendarium from stepping
How,
up to
Faz?
match
How?
point. It
What
is
did you do?
1-1 to Reese and
That's a
Legendarium.
1 to
And we have said goodbye to
2,000
Dead Man Mode, and we've
chance?
said goodbye to Standard NH, and I can confirm
What did
the
you
next
do?
loadout we will see is the pure loadout. And we even have the KDAs of each player in pure. We have Legendarium with 25% win rate on pure, and we have Reese with 75% win rate on pure. This is to put somebody onto match point, but they have not got eliminated as
The
of yet.
first
This
bet
is
you
a best
ever
of
made?
5 to decide which of these
That's
will
crazy.
qualify for the finale.
Bro, imagine it was $10 though.
I mean, my God! If you're Laganarium right now, you'd be breaking keyboards. How does that happen to him twice in a row, 2 times in a row, in the exact same setup? He has a 200 hit point advantage. His opponent out of food, and he loses. That is a keyboard breaker right there. Maybe even a monitor out the window. But here we go into the pure fight. Like you said, Laganarium has a 25% win rate on the pure in this tournament so far.
F1 race.
75% win rate on the pure. Can Laganarium
Did you
pull
bet on
something
like
out
him
here?
to win that match?
This is
And
the
like
first
he's
hit.
usually not
That's
gonna
the ping
win. Like
for
he's
you
like
right
one of the
there.
rarest
Both players going for the
chances.
freeze. They're frozen right next to each other. We're gonna see a DDS come out here. Reese must be having some PTSD seeing that volatile stuff, given what happened in the last round. Got absolutely microwaved by that thing in the last round. Blood Barrage is coming in pretty hot for both players. Reese chomping down those brews. Laganarium as well chomping down on the brews at the start of this pure fight. Maybe there it is, the staff bash, and I've lost my train of thought.
Doesn't matter if a staff bash comes in with the volatile. It's just the animation. Everything pauses. You have to acknowledge it in the moment. A beautiful animation. But yeah, that was the staff bash coming in. Bruce getting chonged down here. Again, I've actually noticed it's a bit late for us to talk about this, but the manta rays in the pure fight don't allow you to eat anglers because obviously, it's because they have 87 hit points. If they had anglers, they would not heal the full 22, would they, at that point? So that's why. But I was going to say, the ability to eat an angler above health just makes it a lot easier to heal in fights. Freeze is going both sides, both frozen apart from each other again. Frozen apart from each other here turns it into a hybrid fight. No,
yeah, but he was in last place. I have no idea, no damn idea how he got
hybrid
first.
Fight can genuinely be. You can pray right. You said this before, Evie. I could pray.
Brother, that is so lucky, bro.
5 times. You could
that is so lucky. Good shit, man. Be happy with that,
exactly
eh?
Right. With the and a big DDS coming in there from Reese.
Always tell yourself
With
whenever shit like that
defense,
actually lands, always tell yourself that was lightning striking twice. Like you're never gonna see that again. You know? Always tell yourself that. Just run with that winning.
Doesn't matter. Even if you do the right thing, you're gonna be.
It's the equivalent of money just falling out of the sky right in front of you.
All you have to do is try and mitigate that damage as much as you can. And when you have the advantage, when you have the momentum, capitalizing on that momentum. Both players completely even at the moment. Legendarium actually eats a Manta Ray, goes down by 1, but 5% special attack energy on both sides. Let's see who's going to get the momentum going forward. It looks as though Reese is getting some nice momentum here. Legendarium doing a lot of prey melee. Maybe he thinks that his opponent has a special attack still. The bolt's coming in very nice for Reese. Reese spent a lot of time not hitting there. Legendarium was eating, so he had his attack cooldown, but Reese just spent like 10 ticks not attacking, switching between gear. Missed a couple of hits, and here we go. Legendarium now with the DD advantage. Unfortunately, gets frozen straight away, and the blood barrage coming in for Reese, looking really nice.
Hey, what's up, Jay Wyatt?
By quite a bit of food.
I'm only streaming for about like 20-ish more minutes, and then I'm leaving.
No momentum on the side of
and I'll be back in an hour and a half after that. So 2 hours from now, I'll be back.
In that inventory, can he? I mean, Legendarium, he's got
or sooner, depending on how bad the game goes. If the game goes really bad for Norway, I'll just go back to stream.
But it's looking like a hard one, especially Pure, probably the hardest of the brackets to bring back from any loss, just because you can get bolted on prayer. And again, unless we can get some redemptions from Legendarium here, it looks like Reese might take him out in here, and he does. And that is Reese managing to maintain his undefeated record on the Pure builds. Reese has played with the Pure. Sorry, he's not undefeated. Undefeated is what comes next. Reese has not lost on Zerka build. And Legendarium has done 5 fights on the Zerka build. So this could be interesting. But this is Reese stepping to match point in this next round versus Legendarium.
Might as well do laps while watching. Well, I might be. The thing is, I'm probably going to be watching it with my sister.
We are stepping into a Zerka.
So I don't want to do that.
And if Legendarium
and even if I'm not, I don't want to. I don't want to watch it while doing laps because I'll have to play. I'll have to keep it muted, and I can't put it on stream because then I'll get copyrighted.
Legendarium has more fights on the
so it's just better off to just end the stream. I'll come back and then whatever.
Yeah, gonna be very interesting for sure. We saw Ref Wiggled coming in.
What animal makes the sound blub, meow, and woof?
Luckily, we changed away from the scene before he could type anything in game. We know what he's like, but Zerka build coming up next. Legendarium got to be punching the air right now. So close to going up 2-0 on that second fight, and now he's down 1-2. Match point against him, and he's going to have to pull out a victory on the Zerka. He's fought 5 times so far this tournament on the Zerka. He's currently 3-2. However, Reese only fought 3 times, and he won every single time. We know Reese very, very good on this build. He's experienced on this build. He had his series level 3 to 15 build or something like that.
It's
and
not
he
Will.
made his
It's Fish.
50
0
defense
IQ person.
pure on that.
All right, bro.
Made a whole bunch of money in the wilderness. He's done a lot of PKing on 50
if you want to just come in here and start doing insults, bro, you can find yourself another stream, my guy.
Yeah, it'll be very sad to see Legendarium's run come
you come in and say the most random fucking shit.
Tiebreakers every single time. I want to see those fights up to the end, especially as if we again look, Legendarium's win rate on the max build is actually 75% compared to Reese's, which is 67%. So that's quite close between the two. So that could be a genuine banger of a finale fight. But we will need Legendarium to step up on the Zerka one and manage to bring that to 2-2, or we're going to be seeing Reese enter match point. Well, not match point, sorry. If Reese wins this, he will be qualified, and he'll be the first person to qualify from the UK to the Crusader Classic, and he will be meeting his American rivals in the future, Petter and Oda Block, who he lost to, unfortunately, both of them today. and we will see.
Yeah, we shall see indeed. Reese on match point here. If he wins this one, he will be going to North Carolina for that land. Lagunarium. I mean, this is the worst ping that he's going to play on this week. So he's this close to going to the land at the biggest disadvantage that he's at. But that being said, I think he would love to get it out of the way right now and not even have to come back for the qualifiers tomorrow. He's going to have to pull out something special here. Currently up quite a bit of damage at the start of this fight, though. There's the AGS. Was that off prayer for an 18? Unfortunate for Reese there. Down a brew and a half so far already, but getting a little bit of momentum here. We see that Blood Barrage coming in. We're going to see some mage-heavy attacks from these players in this Zerka setup. As we've discussed so many times before, Lagunarium with 100% special attack energy. Is he just going to use that 100% special attack energy? Oh my God. That was a 63 on 73. I don't know with 90 strength in this setup if he can hit a 73, but potentially a chance there, Bodhi. You know all about AGSs on 73 hit points. What do you think?
I'm going to say not a chance. With 90 strength plus also no piety and all that stuff with this gear they've got, no, I don't think a 73 would be possible, unfortunately. But that would have been a good way to potentially end this in this fight. I wanted to roll the clock back to the first AGS fight in the fight. I think it was Lagunarium Staff Bashed and Reached AGS or vice versa. The Staff Bash actually hit higher than the AGS did. And that is RuneScape for you. But that was happening at the very beginning there. But again, if we look into this fight, it is looking quite good. Reese again does have the advantage.
It's just whatever, Faz. People just type whatever the fuck they want.
Right now.
I don't care,
This is a
dude. I don't care. I'm not affected by it.
Situation for Lagunarium, who we are spectating right now. If he loses,
look at all the shards I got from doing agility, though. I mean, I can't be mad at it, right?
Qualifying for the
free shards, right?
In these qualifiers, and he will need to attempt
Useful
it
for
again
fucking
tomorrow.
probably nothing.
And onwards again. Reese, though, will secure his spot on his ping, and I think, again, out of these two, Reese most likely wants this far more than Lagunarium, because otherwise Reese has to go into American ping, and that's not going to be nice. If he gets this done here and now, he doesn't need to worry about that.
Yeah, that being said, if they do make it to tomorrow, it does get a little easier. There's no Oda block, there's no Peta to compete with tomorrow. So a little bit less competition and potentially a bit easier for them to get through, but definitely. Reese takes an AGS off prayer there. I'm not sure what the hit points were, but Lagunarium only with 1 damage. Down to 2 Anglerfish. Reese has 4 and a brood those here. Lag definitely going to have to pull something out special if he wants to win this one. Gets frozen while he's in that DD advantage. Tries to catch one back. Reese steps back and gets caught. No. He does get caught, but not frozen. Staff Bash, he gets the DD advantage, down to 2 Anglerfish. There goes the AGS off prayer. That was a 65. That definitely was a chance. And here goes a 33 from Lagunarium, 25 back. He gets the AGS whack off. Let's see, Reese down to, it's his last Anglerfish now. There's a 24 barrage. Lagunarium going to have to get some blood barrages off here. Does get a nice one there. Doesn't profit hit points, though, with a 14 bolt back. Another Staff Bash from Reese. Lagunarium now frozen in a blitz. Let's have a look. Can he get a freeze back here? Pretty even at the moment. 32 to 58 hit points. We see a bolt come back at 21. That's very nice for Lagunarium. And the AGS, a 31 off prayer. Can he get a freeze here? He goes for it. He splashes. Reese comes in with a blood barrage. And Lagunarium takes it.
I was gonna say if Lagunarium lost another one to the final digits of health, I would have been so sad for him. But we're seeing the tiebreaker. And that, again, is Reese losing his first fight on the Zerka build in the whole tournament. That is the one that truly mattered. If Reese maintained his 100% success on the Zerka build throughout the whole thing, he would have qualified by now. That would have happened. That moment would have passed. Unfortunately, he did not, and they will now need to step into max NH setups. And I'll be honest, they have roughly the similar scores on these ones. I think this is going to be a bit of a banger of a fight, but this is now technically a best of 1 to work out who the 3rd qualifier is going to be for the finale in North Carolina.
Wow, this is crazy that Lag has managed to bring this one back off ping. And I got to say, going into the max NH fight, in terms of just raw skill, how much time they've put into it, I think Lag probably has the edge on this one. The question is the ping going to come into play for him? So far, it doesn't seem like it has. And if he can manage to pull out this victory off his ping, he is going to be a very, very happy Australian man. This is going to be a crazy one, Bodie.
I mean, I'll be honest, again, Legendarium, I'm not sure how many people were really mentioning his odds of winning this thing, but right now, he has had so many difficult fights, and he's still performing phenomenally. You could argue the Oda block fights were so close, and Oda is, I mean, he went undefeated, and it was that close. But right now, how will he perform on the LAN on 0 ping? Because I honestly think he could bring out the inner demon, and he will be the Australian demon in the North Carolina land. Ladies and gentlemen, the final fights of the qualifiers today. Legendarium with Reese 2 for 2. The Australian Legendarium versus the Brit Reese competing today for their spot in the final North Carolina Rally $10,000 prize pool. Now, this is the penultimate fight because we do still have a main event. Oda Block versus Peta will be coming up shortly after this 15 Void Waker on the Prey Mage there. But here we go. Eviescape, I know you're a biased commentator. You want the Australian to win this. I'm going to be honest. I can't wait. If Legendarium takes this down, the Reese tracker tweets. Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, I mean, the cat's out of the bag. I've been pretending I'm not biased this whole time, but of course I want to see the Australian win, and a very hot start for Legendarium at the start of this fight. Nice Void Waker off prayer to kick it off. Now both players unfrozen, going for the freeze at the exact same time. Legendarium catches that freeze. Reese, see him with the Noxious Halberd out, but Legendarium can't see that. So what's he going to step out with? That's the Mage Prayer. The Nox Halley either hits a 0 or it hits a 50. There's no in between. Nice Blood Barrage from Legendarium here. Both players completely out of special attack as well. They will gain another Void Waker back before the end of the fight unless something crazy happens. Reese now with the DD advantage, but have a look at the food situation in his inventory. He's all over the place. He's got 7 anglers versus 8 anglers and 1 brew down. So Legendarium with about a 64 hit point advantage at the moment. Now with the DD advantage as well.
What are you going to say? I'm just going to do it. If Legendarium has a 200 hit point lead on Reese and then somehow loses by a game tick for the actual spot in the finale, I would feel like, I already feel a bit bad for him, but if that happens, if I spoke that into existence, by the way, I will have to just step away from commentary and put the keyboard on the shelf. I will be honest. But this fight right now, again, we're not going to start talking about how there's an advantage either way. All I want to know is, will we see a Noxious Halberd 40% spec, sorry, a big Noxious Halberd hit. There it is, 39 going down on Reese, I think. 40% spec on both players here. Both players will get another Void Waker. Does Reese get it right now? Because that would have been a great time to drop it on Legendarium. Food-wise, though, Reese, 112 hit points with 3 anglers in the inventory. He's removed the runes from his pouch. For anyone wondering, it's to keep the DFS at the bottom of the inventory. Really nice little technique there. I've not actually seen that before, except for the previous fight, so that was quite nice. Other than that, 50% spec. 47 Noxious Halberd here. 50% spec on Reese. However, Legendarium does get a full freeze. 20 seconds to work with. Tons of food. He has 115 health. Reese 120 health. Potions are on each side here. 14 Void Waker from Legendarium. Reese still has one. This could be the difference in the fight. Evie, the Void Waker from Reese. Will it potentially be that decider?
We're seeing it right now, Bodie. Legendarium with 100-ish hit point advantage. Is it going to happen to him again? Reese with 1 anglerfish left in the inventory, just bolting his heart out, praying for the RNG to come through. Legendarium going to need to try and catch a freeze here. Get that DD advantage back. Here comes the Void Waker. He swipes instead on the Mage Prayer. 34 on the Mage Prayer. That's got to be close to the max hit there through prayer with the Void Waker. Lag now with the DD advantage. He's getting a few blood barrages off here. Reese still with that 1 angler, but 56 hit points. There goes the Halley. It's a 0, but the bolt back also a 0 on no shield. Here we go. Halley. No, he's going to go for a bolt there. Reese, 29. Lag going for the freeze. He's got 2 anglers and a brew in the inventory. The problem with that brew is he's now unpotted. He has no potions in his inventory, decides to go for the brew instead of the anglerfish to make sure he doesn't have an attack delay, and now he has to eat. Reese with a nice Onyx Bolt. Here comes the Blood Barrage, another Onyx Bolt from Reese. Oh my God, Reese, 26 hit points, and he's coming back. There's no way it happens to Legendarium again. I don't believe it. He's going for the freeze here. Can he get the DD? Can he get the advantage? There's a bolt from Reese. Both going for the freeze right now. Legendarium caught, Reese caught. They're both caught 9 tiles away from each other. That's a redemption there from Reese. 36 hit points to 43. They're both completely out of food. Legendarium on 24, Reese on 12. Can he get the redemption off? Someone's going to hit something right now. That's a ball cross from Reese. Oh my God, it's happened to him again.
Wow, Reese just won.
Reese has managed to secure the spot in the finals in Rally, and Legendarium just falls short. The 350 ping Australian warrior right there has unfortunately come so close, but in the end, Reese has managed to secure through the losers bracket his secured place in the final in North Carolina. Congratulations, Reese, representing the United Kingdom there. He's the only one that managed to win on their ping, and I will say there is no more UK ping ones, so people like Torvester may have a little bit of difficulty in the future. But again, Evie, as you mentioned, the skill set and the actual fights will be less hard to do.
Oversell also said you don't need to do agility non-stop. He said at the end of the week or the month. I know, Faz, but me personally, at the end of the day, I still have to get all of these laps handed in, and I'd rather, in my opinion, I'd rather do them all at once. Just like, boom, get it all done in one day. Imagine, bro. Imagine, Faz, you wake up tomorrow, and I tell you, I don't have any more of these laps I have to do, bro. Let's do CG. That would be so amazing, instead of waking up on Sunday and being like, I gotta do a few, like, I gotta do like 200 laps today, bro. Like, no, bro. We're getting it all done today, okay? It's gonna happen. I'm pushing, okay? Or at the very least, I'll only have to do like 100 or so tomorrow.
The rematch.
Odablock versus Peta. I can't watch this. I have to go.
And this fight, they're both obviously qualified, but this is to help out their seeding in the finale at the Raleigh Land, buddy.
Yes, that is correct. So, as of right now, Odablock is undefeated throughout the tournament. Peta has only lost once, which was to Odablock as well. However, this fight is the one that truly matters. They are both qualified. If either of them win this, they are still qualified. They are guaranteed their spot in the finale. But in the finale, when the prize pool is on the line, there will be seeding that will be placing where people will fight. The higher the seeding, the better it is for you. The winner of this fight will secure a very high seeding, I believe. So this is a very important fight for both of them. There was a huge VLS motor onto Peta, but Peta retaliating with a Void Waker. Not quite the same amount of damage that Odablock actually managed to get. We are in the Deadman mode gear setups right now. I will try and find the information of the order of the gear sets we'll be doing, unless they're the same as the previous. That will be given to us in a moment. But, ladies and gentlemen, Odablock versus Peta, the rematch, the best of 5, and here we go. Deadman mode gear 2-star.
I tell you what, there must be no better feeling right now than 2 best friends fighting each other for first place and second place in a tournament. They're going to be chuffed either way, but we know how big the egos are on these two, especially against each other. This is definitely for more than just the seeding in the finale. This is going to be for bragging rights of who wins the first Crusader Classic qualifier of 2026. Having a look at the inventories, we see 7 anglers for both players. 1 extra dose of brew for Odablock. This DMM setup is so crazy damage. Those 7 anglerfish can disappear so quickly. There's a 41 Morrigan's Javelin from Oda. Takes 30 of that damage back. Peta,
maybe I can watch this whole thing before it's over.
The Mori Jav, there's a big Void Waker off prey.
Depending if it's one-sided.
Could have hit
if it's one-sided, yeah, I could watch
60
the whole
plus
thing.
damage with that Void Waker. Only hit a 30.
Peta's like getting destroyed though.
To 2 anglerfish.
Come on, Odablock. Come on, Odablock.
So basically, no anglerfish has 30% special
This game is
attack,
just for
though,
bragging
so
rights
Ken,
mostly. I mean, yeah, seeding,
at some
but like
point, chuck that VLS in. And he keeps faking in that VLS,
they're
trying
both
to catch
in
it off
anyways.
prayer. Finally gets the VLS in. Unfortunately, a 0 on that melee prayer. Odablock here with 4 anglers and full hit points in the driver's seat right now. Can Peta pull off a crazy comeback and eat those last 2 anglerfish? 75 hit points. Oda gets the Venge up, eats all the way up to 118. Let's see if Peta can pull something off here. Goes for the freeze, does not catch it. Odablock with the DD, chucks in that VLS. Peta with 15% special attack energy could potentially get back another VLS if he can manage to survive for long enough. Throws up the last Venge, catches the freeze, but gets caught as well. Absolutely no chance he gets another spec off here unless he gets some crazy redemptions off. Can he do it? He's flicking his prayer like crazy right now, sitting on 24 hit points, getting a few blood barrages off as well. Oda, as many blood barrages as he can at a 49 Morrigan's Javelin. This is exactly what I was talking about. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I'm not singing, baby. Here we go, Peter with the VLS at 24 on the prayer. Oda catches it just in time.
Redemption!
Redemption! Oh my god! Redemption again! Redemption off at 22. He's got the redemption off again. That's 2 redemptions for Peter. 9 hit points for Oda block. He could have got a redemption off on that Mary Jab as well.
Oh my god, it's gonna be a tie. Double vengeance.
At this point,
Double vengeance.
if the Venge goes off, Oda block is going to die if the hit is big enough. Peta just needs to take a hit that's not a 34.
Oh!
He takes a 10.
God.
Oda block gets the redemption, Bodie.
The redemption's gone in 25 to 27
Oh!
right now. The barrage.
And he kills him!
The prayer. The T-wide from Oda.
He said
into
thank
the
you.
soul. Looking for Peta there. And
Holy.
I'm like, I'm agreeing
What a
with
kill.
you. Any damage higher and the vengeance kills him and he doesn't get the redemption. 1-0 to Oda block in this grand final to see who will receive #1 seeding in the finale on the 26th of July. What a fight, man. It makes me sad that the Deadman mode gear is gone and I don't, well, we get to see it tomorrow actually, so it's not the end of the world, but oh, watching those two fight with that gear setup is absolutely, it's beautiful. The damage back and forth was crazy. We have got the order of the gear. Deadman mode was the starter. We will be going into standard NH gear next, and then we'll go into max, then Zerk, and followed finally by a tiebreaker, if needed, of pure build. 1-0 though to Oda block. Best of 5 right now for anyone that has just joined. These two players have qualified. This is Peta and it's Oda block. They have both qualified. It's impossible for them to not to qualify now. So therefore, they're playing for the #1 seeding in the finale, which will give them odds towards the $10,000 prize pool.
Yeah, absolutely crazy scenes there. And like I said before, and I'll say it again, there is nothing better than watching people who are the best at their craft participate in that craft. And we are seeing 2 of the best PKs in
Dude, the fucking game's about to start, but I really want to watch this as well.
And it is beautiful to watch. We see a claw spec
I want to see
at the
Odablock just
start
go
of the
3-0,
fight
man.
here, and it
If he goes
connects
3-0,
very
then
well.
3-0, then it's GG.
Odablock, however, with the DD advantage, can he do anything with it? No, he can't. He gets frozen back. Goes for the blitz with the Varric skirt on. This is a strategy we've seen all throughout. Peta leaving those dragon boots off as well while he's going for these hits, and we see him put them back on for the whip hit. We've also seen Peta take his dragon boots off. Everyone else has seemed to have copied that. The later we get in the tournament, taking those D boots off in these fights. He's a bit of a trailblazer in these fights, drinking all the brews at the start, taking off the D boots, leaving the Varric's plate skirt on, and everyone else seems to be adjusting to what he does. This man might be the scientist, Bodie.
Honestly, a lot of people will know all of this stuff, but I'll be honest, from our point of view, he was the first taking the boots off. I mean, if there's any NH stakers or people that know their stuff, they understand all of the science behind all of this stuff right now. But again, the boots are off right now. It is the major range battle. The Big O does leave his boots on in these fights right now. But again, every single brew has been consumed by Oda block. But it looks like Peta has barely touched his inventory. He's down a full brew and a couple of anglerfish compared to Oda, who's gone down the 3 brews. So right now, I do think Peta is very much in the lead in this fight. And that is very good for him because he really, really does need this win.
Oda block's getting fucked up, honestly.
Stepping
He's
to
losing a lot.
match point and winning the #1 seed in the finale on the 26th of July. It does look Peta's doing good, but again, There is no world where we root Oda block out with a food advantage, especially, unfortunately, after we saw Legendarian versus Oda, the 200 hit point comeback in to the victory by 1 game tick. But this is a great fight right now. Potion management over on Peta could get interesting. Once he drinks those brews, he only has 1 dose left, and he'll have to go through every single brew before he can bring the potions back up.
Yeah, definitely going to need to have better potion management for later in this fight. And like you said, Oda block can definitely come back here. If there's one man that can do it, it is him. And he gets a nice freeze there. Peta sitting on low hit points at the moment. Going to start using up those brews. So at the moment, he's doing no damage. Let's keep an eye on those potions in his inventory and see how quickly he goes through those brews to get back to a potted state. At the moment, his bolts and melee aren't going to be as good. You see, right now, he's camping that mage as well, potentially due to that. And then we see another blood barrage. So, potentially knowing that his stats are a little bit lower, camping that mage so that he has better odds with these hits. Oda down to 1 anglerfish. Look at the food advantage here. But like we said, if anyone can do it, it is him. He has come back from the situation before. There's a 40 whip. Can he catch the freeze? He catches it, gets caught back himself, though. Here comes the blood barrages. Let's see if he can connect a few. Both players going to be going for the blood barrages here. You see boots off for Oda. And boots off for Peta as well. Just down to 14 hit points. Has to eat that last.
Go watch the game, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna go off here.
It still hasn't started yet, Faz. I'm making sure. Like, I'm watching.
Catch the freeze here. He is currently being DD'd by Peta. 20% special attack energy for Peta. 60% for Oda. So if he can manage to survive this freeze, he's going to be able to get a declaw off. Can he get it off prayer? With low hit points, there are still 6 anglerfish in the inventory for Peta. And there's the claw. It was not off prayer.
That's the wrong one.
But a nice bit of damage. He is bringing it back just a little bit here, but he's still going to need something special at this point.
I was going to say that claw spec from Oda, beautifully read
yeah,
by Peta.
It's not ready yet.
Premilion and the whip counter immediately when Oda block stepped in.
Get as many laps in as possible, you know?
Claw spec. Oda with the KO.
Faz, I want you to know you're being the most goated viewer of all time because you're like one of the only people that's like staying here this whole time, bro. This whole time, through all this agility. You hate to see it, I hate to do it, and you're here, bro. The people who love to see it, that love to torture me with it, they're gone. How about that, bro?
Down Oda and prevented him from stepping up to the match point. It is 1-1 for Peta.
Wow, 1-1.
And Oda block here deciding the seeding in the grand final. And that is the end of this standard. We will be moving into the max gear. Eevescape, the Noxious Halberds are coming out. I'm going to say 54 is the first hit. And I want to know as well, I'm pretty sure Peta's using his on stab. And Oda's using his on slash. I really want to know the mathematics behind it on if you are supposed to be slashing or if they are actually have worked out that stab is just better. Because again, it depends on the defense bonus of the gear, whether you're wearing the double Missouri DFS or maybe even the robes or something like that. But most of these, they're not going to get hit off robes many times. But I would honestly say, surely a Noxious Halberd on slash is better than stab.
Yeah, just having a look at the defense bonuses of Missouri right now. Slash
Gone.
is definitely worse than stab.
Brother, you haven't typed this whole time. Look, scroll up. It's all Faz, bro. Faz is like dominating the chat. He's been chipping away at the laps, by the way. The final number right now is 1534, down from like 1558 or whatever it was. What a goat, bro. He's a goat.
His Noxious Halberd.
He's Daviding your Goliath right now.
Just step by step. I've got other things to focus on right now.
Little tiny.
So coming into the max NH here.
He's poking holes.
Let's see if he's put his Noxious Halberd on slash.
We're currently at 1172.
There it is.
We're going to be done tonight, bro. I'm going to be done tonight.
29 as well, right?
Not even doing the whole weekend, bro. I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. I'm pushing this. I'm pushing this hard. I'm pushing it hard. I'm pushing it hard.
Peta finally putting his Noxious Halberd on slash.
I got to go watch the game like in a few minutes, though.
Off prayer there for Oda block.
It's an hour and a half.
Can't be too happy with that one. Screaming about the RNG right now, most likely. Now it is Peta with the DD advantage. No. Oda gets another one, freezing straight away. Both players using a Void Waker spec at the start of the fight, and a big barrage coming in from Peta. puts on the Halley before he goes for the barrage as well. Look at the fake he's going on right now, Bodie.
Oh my, this is what Penny
All right,
does.
I'm getting off. I'm ending it here.
Especially when he gets the
Bodie.
Oh.
Fuck. Okay, whatever. I'll just see who won after. All right. I'll be back, guys. I'll be back in an hour and a half. Okay. I'll be back at 6:30 p.m. EST, or sooner, depending if the game goes really bad for Norway. But all right, GG guys. I'll see you guys. Bye bye.